Identifying.
Standby one. Let's go. Let's go.
You're about to experience the uncensored conversations, stimulating wit, and the thought-provoking wisdom. Bold, raw, and uncut. Right now, on the LanceScurv Show.
But yeah, I don't mind you even saying it, but it was interesting when you said that they would come after me. You know, I'm not trying to make this about me. I just wanted to go a little deeper on that. I don't know if you think I should say this publicly, but it's I don't accept it, but like I want that, but I always felt that in my knowing that I had something important to do for the people.
Right.
And I struggled with the fact that some people would say, oh, you think you're too important, or you think you're all that. But when you know something and you keep quiet about it and you see it moving toward that, and, you know, for the sake of just being brief, there were so many, I won't say near misses as far as like being able to do something that was very visible but helpful.
Right.
There are many things that many situations I've rubbed elbows with that trained me in a very odd way. That after a couple of decades, I was like, wait a second, what kind of odd life have I been living? But I can see now that there were reasons why I went through all of these different planes of odd jobs, odd relationships, odd everything. And in the back of my mind, it was like when it hits, and it's not necessarily for money, not necessarily for anything. Like I said, I'm the guy that loves to draw pictures, and I'm cool behind the scenes. And all of this stuff and driven to do all of this stuff from before I knew. And it was like people have been telling me things on that level. And I know that, like a sports car, the faster you go is the more the suspension drops lower to the ground and have a lower center of gravity. See? So I always said to myself, I know that somebody's going to try me. If it gets to that level, they're going to try for my life. You know what I mean? And I don't know where it came from. It just, I've always like kind of knew that. Not that it will happen, but there's a great chance that it will when you get to those points of being brave enough to speak truth. And people say that so much online. Oh, I'm speaking truth. I'm the one to speak. I've never been arrogant like that because I'm like, what do I know? You know what I mean? I'm only going to reflect what is shown to me. You see?
You know, one thing I'm going to tell you, okay, one, I'm going to apologize for, like we speak and we have some of the forums and you and I get into conversations where I try to jam in so much that I get off point.
No. Okay, I accept the apology, but to me it's like, it's like you ran your car into the side of my house and you're apologizing, but you didn't know that you saved me money because I had the demolition guys coming over to tear the house down to build up another one.
Right. I agree.
Right,
I agree,
you're helping me.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, when it comes to, people and they want to hear, or it's not even about hear, that you want to know. Because the people that tune into you, they want to know. People are seeking things. They're seeking knowledge. They're seeking real knowledge, not trivial nonsense and, whatever someone said in this, that, and the other. And I want everyone to know, we get into certain things, but then I veer off and start talking about other subjects. So I try to jam it in at once. And I wanted everyone to know that, hey, guess what? There's a subject. We're going to present that subject. Whatever needs to be done, it will be done. And I'll be more than glad to address anything that anyone has to ask me. Whatever needs to come up, I'll stick to the program. And I want everyone to know because you have to remember, me is me and dealing with me and the answers I actually have have been bottled up for years. I've never gotten the chance to tell anyone anything at any time or any point.
So this is a big move for you, not because I'm some big whatever, but just
that's
just the act of expressing yourself.
first of all, if it wasn't for you, and first of all, you and I had casual conversations.
Yes.
And next, you know, you literally pinned me to where you're like, hey, stop playing and let's do it.
Right.
Okay, and I said, yay, and I made an agreement. But then when it came down to the agreement and you called me, I told you. I said, hey, dude, I don't know. And you were like, hey, just act like it's you and I.
Exactly.
You
like, and I'm going to say it publicly.
Talking, but when the first time, I just tried to rattle off everything that I literally know, not of fantasy or book reading and nonsense, that literally my life.
Right.
I could go on better with things that people, I guarantee you, people on a real higher spiritual level, I mean government, or we could go to India, which is part of my house, or anybody else, and they'll tell you he's not lying. He's not lying to you.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I've never had any. I had no doubt whatsoever. That's the thing, because in communicating with you, and I'm not going to say I'm some gifted person with the super discernment, but I have some discernment, and with you, you wouldn't even have to hardly open your mouth. It's a knowing. It's like two animals who look at each other, and it's a knowing. I said, this guy's a warrior. You already know.
Yeah.
You know, it's a knowing. And the lesser of us, which I'm not saying anybody's less, but the ones who have not activated their gifts, they know it too. Even with a duller reception, they know it too. This is why. You know,
those are one. I mean, I apologize for interrupting.
No, it's okay. No, but it's how we talk. Go ahead.
That's what I want. There are people out there that are also in a bracket, a higher bracket. Don't be ashamed or scared.
Right.
To say something.
Right.
You know it. You know it. If this is where you came from or whatever goes on.
Right.
Hey. You have. I mean, it's trust me. As much as people think, oh, just say whatever. It's a tougher task than you would ever believe.
And I do understand, because,
and that's why me, as in being me, it took me all of these years. Besides my mom and my sisters knew eventually, but. As far as outside people, I always had to keep my mouth shut. I had to dull down. I had to play that role.
Right.
Due to the fact of this is me being me, I probably would have been going a long time ago because someone would have done something. Not out of negativity. It's called silence. Silence in the lamb. Okay, with you, if we start getting into the real stuff that we really need to talk about, which we already got into it.
Right.
But we could get
deeper and deeper.
Better than this.
That's right.
Okay, someone's going to be on a list.
Right. Oh, but you know what?
It's not about me. Okay, one thing I can promise you.
Right.
I'm not scared of dirt. I promise you.
Oh, and let me add in with that, because when you said about, oh God, what was it that you said something, but I said that, well, maybe another conversation, I said how mighty you are. And I don't even know, but I'm going to ask you right now. When was the last time somebody tried you? When you were walking down the street late at night, when you're walking by a group of people, when was the last time somebody tried you? And you can't tell me one instance, because you have that thing on you. You are not to be effed with. People know, and it's not even a physical thing. It's something beyond that.
I'm going to tell you right now, and it's not like, hey, okay, as I was cutting through, because I was going to the parking lot to get, I came out of work.
Right.
And I came out of my job, and I came to the parking lot. Yeah, on top of work-wise, even they know it to where I'm literally me, and everybody at work is them. And those are what, believe it or not, I mean, it's always been like that, but right now I'm at the point of I'm tired of that, too.
Right.
I don't really want to be around those people. I'd rather just have what I need to have.
Same here. Same here.
You gotta stand. Yeah, exactly.
Same here.
Yeah, just stand down and be you. Hey, everybody, anyone that listens to this, if you really are you, and it's not promoted, though I mimic myself after Nicki Minaj, or those things are fantasy. You know who you are.
Right.
Okay, you know your abilities, you know your powers, you know all the good things about you, or you should, and then don't duck it.
Right.
Don't duck it. Don't play that game. Don't dull yourself down. Don't lie to you.
Right.
And I told you before, the worst thing you could ever do is lie to you.
That's right.
Okay, lying to people is garbage. Okay, don't do it anyway.
Right. Right.
No, seriously, it's not necessary unless you're in deep, deep trouble or whatever. You know, go for yours. But me, if you lie to yourself, I don't have to mimic or make up something for me. I don't have to lie to me. I don't have to lie and say, oh, yeah, you know, they were wrong and I'm right. If I'm wrong, I know I'm wrong. And I'm going to make amends for that. If I'm right, hey, guess what? If you don't agree on it, who cares?
Right.
I leave unscathed. The thing what people don't realize is your powers and your abilities and your self-realization is very important. And people, this is where we talked about in the beginning, where you, like I said, I'm jumping everywhere, but I'm
no. It makes perfect sense. And again, I say, compare this to college, and say a third grader walked in. I'm not knocking anybody who has this stuff go over their head, but if you're not ready for it, you can't knock it. We can't slow down anymore. We've got to, with the sense of urgency and the things that are going on in the world, we've got to just go full throttle and be ourselves. We cannot be that Corvette being nice to the Toyota Yaris and go slow. We got to go and do what we got to do now. Even if I don't grasp it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. This is the time now. If many people out here weren't shucking and jiving, playing the ego game, playing the worldly game, not meditating, not doing what they're supposed to do, now we're here at this point where show and prove, not to the world for any egotistical reason, but now you got to be ready for you and your loved ones. If you've been pissing off, then, oh well, right now.
Yeah, you know what? I love you, and I'm going to tell you the truth. You know the problem that hurts me is the fact of you have to remember, okay, we're battle axes, and we can do it. There are other people besides us that can do it.
Right.
But it's on a higher and more spiritual level.
Yes.
I can go into a spiritual warfare, and I'm going to win.
Right.
Okay, but guess how many cannot?
And we understand. And this is why you're sharing.
Those are the things that hurt me, because guess what? There's certain the bulk of the people you can't keep up to where we have to be the defenders of them.
But see, it's almost like we're paying for their lack of effort, and it's like this. We're running. Look, we're in prison, and we've been planning this breakout for the longest time, and they have some high gates and lots of dogs out there, and we have guards in the towers with weapons. And so the word got around, listen, give up them donuts, get in shape, do your runs, your push-ups, your weights, whatever it is, because this time next year, we're going to have to use every ounce of strength and breath in our plan to get out there, and some of us are going to get shot, but some of us are going to be free, and we want to maximize our chances. And some people sat around eating the donuts, eating the extra food, going to sleep, not exercising. So listen, we cannot catch a bullet, because see, they're the good people who have been trying that may not have made the mark, but those are the ones that you want to help because they made the effort at least to try. The ones who sat around and did nothing and haven't activated their third eye, I like to call it that. Look, I'm not against them, but right now, this is crucial now. So we got to be able to scale that fence, dodge those bullets, get past them dogs, and get through, and we're still going to be bloody. You know what I mean? We're still going to catch a scar.
No. The thing with that comes into truth, which 100%, you are 1,000,000%, and I hope anyone that hears or knows about this, you have to put your mind higher than just vocal or whatever nonsense that you may think you're saying. the bottom line is it's so real to the point of you do, but you don't want. Okay, me. I'm not going to say everybody, because
Right.
some people just run off and say, oh, the strong survive and the weak loses. Okay, there are some weak that you're probably going to get what's coming to you. I don't want anyone to get hurt
Right.
that almost doesn't deserve it.
Right. Well, that was a physical example.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, physical, spiritual. Okay, there's people don't have the app to kick up and do it. Okay, you have the people that actually have a little bit of juice to keep in the loop to where we could all join hands and let's get it.
Right.
But guess what? There's people that fall back because guess what? It's your training, it's your family, whatever. You guys don't know. Okay, this is where awakening. This is almost like school.
Right.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You have to start from the beginning. Wow. As a matter of fact, in everyone's famous book, Jesus, as you know, said you have to become as a babe. You have to relearn. Okay, so that right there tells you what.
Which means you have to let go of many things.
All that nonsense that you learn has to go out the window, and you have to learn the truth. Okay, this is why I try to tell people. I mean, even in our first discussion, people, certain people had, things on, Jesus, la la la, and all this other stuff. Okay, if that be the case, evidently you weren't listening to whatever Jesus told you, or you would be on a different path.
Right.
You have to unlearn that nonsense. Okay, what do you mean by unlearn that? Okay, whatever was taught to you isn't real, and now you have to get up and learn the real deal. Okay, and there's a lot of people that aren't able to do that or not willing to do that. You don't have to do anything until the junk hits the fan. Okay, if I show you how to drive a race car, and I told you, okay, when we're banking off of this, and race cars go extremely fast, you're in the hundreds. You're not in those 30 and 40 and 60. You're in the 100 miles per hour. If I'm showing you how to come off that turn, and you're trying to tell me, and next you know, when you get up there and you wind up crashing, okay, what did you learn from that? What did you learn from that?
Well, you can't go out in reckless abandon like that and go speed beyond your skill.
What I was talking about.
Right.
What I was talking about, and I'm showing you how to do it.
Right.
But since you on the street, and you drive around Kirkman or whatever, hauling behind, you think, hey, look, I got what it takes.
Right.
No, you don't. Okay, you kicking by. Okay, hey, another example, Kimbo Slice. You're beating people up on the street because these dudes are duds.
Right.
But then when you popped up in the MMA, what happened to you, Kimbo? You got your behind handed to you damn near on every occasion. The only times you won is when they put you in with some dud dude that told him, take a dive so we could get this guy's name up and build a franchise on his back. And then eventually when Kimbo couldn't perform, guess what? At 42 years old, you're dead?
Exactly.
You were fighting in some organization that was failing. Now all of a sudden, you got killed. Seriously, you're dead. And next you know, now the organization is back up in a good bracket. You were a blood sacrifice.
Right.
Okay, hand it to it. Okay, so stop playing. These are things that I try to you try to tell people, but you can say it I try to say it in a sort of way, unlike what we're talking about now. The masses want, like I said, a lot of people want to be ignorant. I'd rather not know.
It feels better, right? We can create our own fantasy.
Yeah,
we have social media. We can become who we want to become. We can Photoshop our pictures. We can lose weight instantaneously by manipulating the image. We can say the right things, play the words. We can hide. There are people out here who orchestrate a fake image and never come online and hide. You see what I mean? Because they're afraid to be themselves.
My whole thing is, and which I love and I would love to do, is have anyone that wishes to question me, bring up all your little topics, any topic, and I didn't mean to say little, like to belittle anyone. I want you to bring up all, no, seriously, because, people take offense. Hey, he's acting like he's better than us. I'm not.
No, but you know what? You don't have to babysit their low self-esteem. This is, and I want you to hold that point. This is what I've had to go through for many years in my life where, oh, you think you're all that. Oh, you're a narcissist. Oh, you think you're better. Oh, so and so. So they wait for your downfall, not knowing that you're blessed, and you will not have that downfall that they've been waiting for. But because they have the low self-esteem, they don't like what they look like. Their life, they feel deep down. Oh, they'll exude confidence to the world, but deep down in the middle of the night, they're hurting, right. And so they see you move about the earth. It's like Muhammad Ali. He was handsome, he was well built. He didn't even have full schooling, but the guy's intelligent and can bedazzle you with his words. He had it naturally. So when we have it naturally put in us like this, do not apologize. And I went many years apologizing, and I'm not gonna apologize.
No. Okay.
And you don't either.
Thank you. No. Technically, I appreciate that, because my whole thing is, especially when I got down here in Florida. Because, in New York, you don't have to do that. But in Florida, no, seriously, because the mentality and the power, the everything of us is so low that you literally have 55 billion enemies versus you.
Yes.
And I laugh because one thing, I don't have to join you, and I'm not going to do it. But it's like, wow, do you know why you dislike me? And no one has an answer. No one has an answer. It's just you ain't acting like us. Okay, how are we supposed to act? Like I said in the first one, black people. Do you know what being black means? Or do you know how blacks do it? You know how we do it? Do you really know how we do it? We do it doesn't mean ham-hocks, talking loud, acting a fool, disrespectful to each other in the whole nine. That's not black. You don't know. You just been trained to be a nigger to where you feel this is comfortable. You feel good being under something. Okay, out of all of everything that as we see right now, you could get any nationality, and I would love for this to happen right now in front of me. You could get everyone from every country, line them up, and I'm going to ask everyone, what do you dislike about black people? Most of them won't know, but they're going to no, I promise you. They're going to go on the fact of one race that promoted hate to black. They're going to get one race promoted hate to black. You have people in India who are darker than me. Mm-hmm. And there's a bunch. And it's not like when you see India and you see the girl.
Right. They hide that part. I mean, they promote. Yeah.
You better believe it. They hide that so deep. But when you get to India, you're like, holy smoke, everybody here is black. Okay, they had them so demolished mentally. They were claiming they were from England and this, that, and the other, versus saying who you really are. Okay, why is it so important? Okay, anyone who is listening right now, why is it that important out of everybody on this planet that black is a problem? Mm-hmm. Why would that be? Why would that be? Okay, I'm not going to give an answer, and I'm not going to say, hey, this, that, and other. Think about that. Go think about it. Why would you, out of everybody, everyone, everywhere, and I'm not talking about Japanese don't like you. I'm not saying Chinese don't like you.
Right.
Nothing. Why would one race do the best they can ever do to promote the hate of you. Why would that be? Why would that be?
Because we're the biggest, baddest, mightiest on the planet, and it's not.
What I want, I don't want you to answer it. What I want to do is have anyone that ever listens to this,
right.
I want you to answer that. And I don't want you to answer it out of, hey, when the Egyptians showed up, this, that, and the other happened, and this, that, and the other. No, there is a real answer behind that.
And let me just continue to not throw others off who think I'm on some old anti-white something. We're all human family, but we have a positioning on this team of the human family that at this crucial time that we have spiritual abilities and powers far beyond the normal man. That when we are fully activated and away from the poisons of this world and distractions and things that pull that power down, we are the mightiest in this position. Look, you're not going to go, and I'm not making this anything anti-anything, but you're not going to find a 5'2" Korean dude to come and play in the NBA. It's not going to happen. He's not that good with skills.
It won't have. Okay, one, like I said, we are the most mimic of anyone in the universe. Okay, first is universe, like we talked about universe. If you know a uni, and then verse comes,
right?
Something and something with verses will equal this. So we're the most mighty. The bottom line is, you know who's who. It's being disguised.
Right.
And unfortunately, you have those who are so trained. And like I said, it's not the thing of you've been trained 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. No. We're talking about 100 years, and I don't mean in the whole land or anywhere else, because black people we've been everywhere before anyone can say someone's been somewhere.
Right.
Okay, that's a fantasy. Oh, yeah, all blacks have come from Africa. That's the biggest joke and a lie. They even have, when you look at the map and the geographical map that they have set up, they have certain continents smaller than you have, like Africa's so-called semi-big.
Right. We're
like damn near the second biggest, but there's some bigger and bigger. Okay, guess what? That's not true. That's also a lie. That wow, man. The thing that makes it's almost is disappointing, but it's mind. I would love to show you. I want people to see that.
Right.
See the real deal versus what I'm talking about, and all that crap is going to go out the window. All the nonsense is going to go out the window. That's why, little Spanish cats at the job, and they own these little white people, very few right now. They talk. And I said, okay, all you have to do is find out who's who. Who's who. It's not about, black, white, Spanish. Find out who's who, and all this stuff will be abolished.
Right.
You know who the answer to.
Well, see, that's the very reason why there's so much chaos right now, is because most don't know who's who, and many of us know who we are, but we're afraid to stand up on that. So this is why I move with no fear.
A few in between that knows who's who. That's the bad news.
Right.
Okay, we, like I said, picking and dabbling and getting these information from here and there. Some of that stuff is cool because it enforces to you to say, hey, I need to see more. I need to know more. But then you have the nonsense that you wind up dabbling in.
Right.
And you're thinking, okay, that's black, this, that, and the other. And like I've seen little brothers walking around here with the Balsamate emblem on their chest and on necklaces. And I'm thinking, I laugh. I'm thinking, do you know what that means? Man, it ain't what you think. Okay, then tell me what it would be. I'm not saying it's bad, good, or whatever, but since you have it around your neck, tell me what the hell that would be. I'm not going to put a tattoo on my arm saying Titanic, and I don't know what the hell.
And you're about to go swimming. So, in other words, you're trying to sink.
I mean, what does Titanic mean?
Right.
Okay, boom. I just put it on because it's popular. I put it on because I saw so-and-so wearing it or doing it.
Jay-Z, I saw him with the Baphomet.
Yeah,
right.
Hey, come on, man. You guys don't follow this stuff. This is why I try to tell anytime we talk, I told you it's a time to where you need to start diving into you.
Right.
I didn't say follow Lala or James Jenkins or Pastor Evans. I didn't say dirt of that. I said you have to go into you. The universe and all your goodies are in you. Your goodies are in you. When you came here and you came out of your mama's tummy and she held you, you didn't know dirt about any of this. You saw her, and most people, the thing that makes me laugh also, most people, you're like, hey, what do you remember? People are like, man, I remember when I was 6 or 7 or 8. And you're like, okay, in between that, you don't remember anything? You don't remember nothing of you being a toddler. You remember when you started getting conditioned. How in the hell does that happen?
Right.
That means you came here not by your choice. And it's not a disgrace. It's called makeup. Okay, if it's just like you doing something wrong to someone you dealt with, and they said, okay, what we're going to do is erase your memory, and we're going to make you run into that person again, and you're going to make up for the wrong.
That's right.
Okay, and then you jump up and you do the same mistake again, you're going to have to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the bottom line is when you see what whatever task you mess up on, fix it. Fix it. Even like now, when we know we did wrong with someone or so-and-so, fix it.
Right.
Hey, guess what? I don't have a problem telling someone I'm sorry
right.
or I made a mistake anytime, anywhere, or whatever. It doesn't matter to me because guess what? I knew I was wrong. Okay, if you say kiss my behind and I don't give a damn, that's on you. But when I come to you, no, seriously, because when I come to you, I'm not saying it just to clear my conscience or be like, hey, I know I was wrong and, I didn't mean to do this and the other. No, I'm telling you straight from me and
right.
my heart and soul, hey, dude, I know I messed up. And I'm sorry about that. Or Peggy, I'm sorry about that. I was stupid. We were talking and look, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, I didn't mean to offend you or make you feel bad about this. And, there you go. If she says, kiss my behind, I'm like, okay, well, I just want to let you know I apologize. And I did not mean to offend you or hurt you.
Right.
If she says, I don't give a damn, you get the hell out of my face, that's all you. Good luck. But I know, no, seriously, but I know I don't try to hurt people. There's no person or anything I'm trying to hurt.
Right.
The only thing I like to hurt is bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you come at me, I got what's coming to you. I have the weapon. But you can't dance around. A lot of people dance around and think this stuff is a game, but it's not. You got to think everything is for a reason. If you actually did what, like I told you, which we haven't talked about yet, if you did exactly the real techniques, everything, you can slow stuff down and fix it in between.
Mm-hmm.
You know better. You know how to adjust to this. You don't react and just move on stupidity
right.
and foolishness. There's no such thing. You don't realize you're in control of this stuff right now. You're in control. But since you've been raised to think you're not in control, you think, things up in the air and this is happening to me.
And that's where the frustration builds up. Yeah,
because guess what? From little, you were taught this is this and this is that. So when things come up, you're thinking, this is beyond me. I'm out of control. No, you're not out of control. You can control it. And this is where fear kicks in. Matter of fact, there's a movie. Who is that boy? Will Smith,
mm-hmm.
and he had his son in it. I don't know the name of the movie. And they, like I said, movies aren't put there for fun, believe me, except for some of the stupid, goofy ones like comedy, stupid stuff. But he taught his son how to break fear. And I started laughing. I said, okay, because my cousin showed me the movie, because, he and I yap about certain things.
Right.
And he was like, you weren't joking. And I said, I told you, dude, fear will take you. Either make you strong and you can adapt to it, but most people fold under fear.
And not only that, but the slow trickle of it, the undetected.
Fear is a poison.
Yes. But it's that slow burn to me that kills people every single day and renders them useless, that they still think they have strong spiritual limbs. You see, even if their physical limbs are strong, but they're impotent now. They talk a good game, but they are not moving toward anything. They're not thinking of creating and manifesting anything in their life.
Because guess what? You first of all, you were raised in, you don't have direction for yourself, and you don't know anything for yourself. And then on top of it, you're stacked with fear.
Mm-hmm.
Your churches preach you to fear.
Mm.
Okay, and it's not disrespecting, the church, whatever.
Right. No, but you don't even have to say that no more. Don't even say. Don't even apologize.
No,
Give it to him.
Okay.
Right.
The thing is, your church is actually your body. Your temple is your body. Okay, when someone hits you in the side of your head, just right on either side of your eye, what is that called?
Oh, you mean the actual punch?
Yep. Okay, say if I slap you, but I don't slap you in your face or your eyeball, but I go right on the side of your head in that small spot, left or right. What is that called?
As far as a punch, like a hook?
Anything. It's called a temple.
Oh, the temple. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm thinking boxing, man. My mind's always in boxing.
I know. No, but I'm saying, that's what I said, on your head.
Right. Oh, okay, I got you.
There's something on the right side and the left side, and I promise you don't have to put effort into hitting it.
Right, you don't.
Pop it good enough, and he hit him in the temple.
Little baby slaps will work.
Okay, you're rocked and you're staggering. Okay? If anybody wants to follow up with that, check into your thing. Those are your temples.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your body is the temple, and the body is your church.
Right.
You don't disrespect your church and your temple. Okay, when it comes down to your eyes, and they talk about the ivory, that's your teeth and everything else. This is where people try to play you, and they tell you your universe and all this other stuff. Your body is also the divine universe. You will something in you. That's why people tell you to push, and you will yourself to do it on the inside, and you make it happen on the outside.
That's right.
Okay, don't play these games. That's what makes me laugh. But also the power that also is in you is also on the outside of you. If you actually saw a tornado coming and you mastered your inside universe, you can say, be gone, and that tornado is like, get out of here. See, and that tornado analogy is something that I used before, and I think I used it with you, where I said that in a perfect world, meaning where we are totally activated, that we'll see the tornado coming toward us, and we're not going to move. It stops right in front of us and won't bother us. We'll walk in the wild, and the animals won't kill us or bite us up. You definitely said it, and it's the truth. But you have to have heart. Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now, and I'm not even making this up. Okay, I went over to my cousin's house. Next thing these people were screaming, and we were like, oh, Sam, what's going on? And the chick's telling me, there's a snake in our bathroom. There's a snake. And I'm thinking, okay, Florida, you know what time it is.
Right.
When I went in there, I said, holy smoke. I said, that's a python.
Ooh. I mean,
it was a python.
Shoot. What part of Florida was this?
No, this is over here off of Kirkland and, Raleigh?
What? A python?
It was a python, but guess where he was? He wasn't in the bathroom. He actually was, okay, if you turn your refrigerator backwards.
Right.
He was in the refrigerator going into it backwards.
Wow.
Because he was seeking heat.
Wow.
I said, wow. I said, there's a snake there. and this cat showed up, and he he was white, of course, because everybody black was scared. I'm laughing, but I'm so serious. Everybody black was like, "Oh my God!" But every white dude came in. He was like, shoot, I get it," and he went and got him and just finessed it out. And he was like, "Can you turn?" And I turned the refrigerator, and he slowly got the snake out. It was like almost 5 feet long, but it was like damn near 18 inches thick.
Shoot. I wonder where that came from.
My thing was someone lost him, and they couldn't find him, and he wound up going into a warm place. He found, the back of the refrigerator.
And away from people too. I mean, just like
right.
Yeah.
And he got in there, and he wiggled, because snakes would get in where you would never believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he hopped in there, but when he had the snake, and he was holding like, yeah, stop, and I said, that's a pet snake, someone's pet, because a real python. I'm not going to say it's like anaconda and with Jennifer Lopez and all that.
Right, but still, yeah, it had to be somebody's pet.
But yeah, he was too calm. But then when I started talking, the snake lifted his head up, and he raised up, and he was looking at me like he knew. He was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they were like, "Oh wow!" And they were laughing like, "Oh, he's out." And I was like, "Oh," I wasn't like, "Hey, snakey," because I like snakes, but don't put one on me.
Right.
But as I was looking, the snake was literally looking at me like he was seeing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
His head was moving. He was up high and looking like, wow. And they were like, and that's to where I just decided, hey, I'll talk to y'all later. And I left. Because he was making it so big, the focus wasn't even on him anymore. It was on me. That was...
Yeah, I got you.
What happened?
You're saying some powerful things. The phone has to drop every now and then.
Yeah. That I'm telling you right now. You knew about that, right? Okay. The deal was, and I was like, wow, because for you to raise up that high, and you're like literally pivoting and looking and keep looking and looking. That's why people are like, oh, one thing I love cats.
I love cats, man.
Cats love me. I don't care where a cat is. They spot me, and I always spot them out of everywhere. And I laugh, and I say, okay, I don't know about that, but I've always loved cats. I love cats. And no matter where I'm at, I said, oh, there's a cat. And they're like, where? And I said, right there. And the cat's always looking up like, hey, I love cats. I don't know what it is with me and cats, but we love each other. Dogs can't stand me. I'm laughing, but like if it's a little dog or whatever, I'm like, I can tolerate it. Or if you had a puppy and raised it, it's like, yay. But dogs are like, oh, man, come on, dude. It's him. And I don't know what the problem is. Only one dog that was all right. It was this chick I went with years ago, and she had a dog named Buddy. And he was the nicest dog you could ever believe. He was big. You could talk to him, and it's like he understood everything you said. Hey, Buddy, go and lay in the room. He'll go right in the room and lay down. And you're like, wow. But as far as cats are 100% with me. Snakes, I like them, but I don't put one on me, and I'm not going to go and seek to get you. That python was making it his business to look around everyone to look at me. And they were like, oh, I love it. And I said, okay, let me just get out of here. And I told my cousin, let's dip, let's go. And we left. And he was like, dang, that's not snake like you. And I was like, oh, whatever. But he knows the deal too.
But it's funny how certain animals have certain characteristics and many people don't understand like what they possess. Like you could see that snake was watching you and seeing things in you.
I'm telling you,
and you see how cats get along with you. They get along with me fine. I love them. My wife doesn't dig them too tough. That's why I don't have it. But I've always kept a cat, and I love watching what they watch. I love watching when they watch something crawl across the ceiling. They tell me what's going on around. When you watch them when they jump up and look around. But I had an experience many years ago. An old girlfriend of mine had an aunt that was into everything on the evil side of things. Okay, I'll put it that way. But everything was about evil, manipulation, getting stuff out of people, doing things to people. Her magic powers were geared that way. And she had a cat, and the cat was named Cleo, right? And this cat was up in the apartment with her, and she's not going to hear this, and this is so long ago, but this aunt was so envious of family members, of friends, that she set up, I'll say it this way, she set up someone close to her to get killed just to get the guy's car. And that's it.
I hear you on that.
Threw him out the 6th floor window just to get his car, and he survived. You know. But anyway, this is what we're dealing with here. So she was heavy into weed. I'm not knocking her, but she was she was heavy into that and other things, I would believe. But she was always burning incense. Put it this way: there was no oxygen in that apartment. Plus the other things that were going on an evil level, because you could see the evil on her. You could see evil, and you could see that she was one who wanted to manufacture lust in men. Not even just by exposing herself, but by the way she carried on. She was the kind of woman that would get in a man's face that she hardly knew and talk to him like she knew him for years. And the man would fall for it. Well, anyway, she was getting rid of the cat, and this cat had things on it. Big time. We didn't realize it. And I thought about it. I said, well, you know, and this is decades ago. I said, well, you know, what if this cat has something? I said, probably not, just a cat. But I knew better. Well, we brought the cat into, you know, she was living with me in my home, and things went cool for a little while, but the cat was always hiding. The cat always had crust in the corner of its eye, like this stuff was in its system coming out, and the cat always walked really low, like a fireman crawling across the floor, because, you know, there's a lot of smoke in her apartment, so the oxygen was down below that wasn't touched. You know, when you see somebody smoking a cigarette, and a bunch of people smoking cigarettes, they're playing cards, and you see that line of smoke where it is, you know, the colder it is, the higher up it is, the hotter it is, you know, whatever. Anyway, I was home, and I was petting the cat, and I pet the cat, and just gentle, like the cat always came around me, and the cat bit me between my thumb and the finger in the web of my hand, my right hand. I'm talking about, and bit down so hard. And I tried to throw my hand to hopefully throw the cat, but all you saw was the cat holding on for dear life and cat legs flying, but it wouldn't let go of my hand. So I had no choice but to put my hand up against the wall and let this cat know, you better open your mouth and let go of my hand, or your skull is going to get crushed. I'm not like that, but the pain was unbelievable.
Exactly, I know it is.
And this was what people would say is demonic. So I did that, and the cat let out this growl out of nowhere. I said, you know, not to get lewd, but I said, I'm glad this cat wasn't laying anywhere near my private parts. You know what I mean? It'll be a wrap. So the cat ran up the steps, because this was in the basement, had the basement fixed up, ran up the steps, and I couldn't find the cat. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go room by room, locked all the doors. I went into one of the rooms in the closet. They were closed. The cat was smart, wasn't on the ground in the closet. The cat jumped up and held on to the dowel that we hung the clothes on, the coat hangers on, and it was hanging there between the clothes. And when I opened the door and discovered it,
wow.
Yes. So then I took, I think, a broom and smacked the cat down, and it ran into another part of the house. So what I did, it went to the front. I got some ammonia, poured it all in the room, and opened up the front door. So you will want oxygen, you will run outside.
Right.
So the cat went outside, stayed out there all night, fed it outside for a couple of days, and we let him back in. Same thing happened again on a different level, trying to bite me on the foot. So I had to get rid of the cat. Didn't do any harm to it, but I took it to an area around the restaurants / residential area where I know there's a lot of food thrown out the back. I wasn't going to kill it or do anything, whatever, or, you know, I didn't want to give it away either. I don't want to give it away and make this, because this cat was evil. This cat had something on it, and I realized that.
Yep. People don't see, and, you know, the bad news is people don't realize, and this is what I say about dabbling and stuff and dealing with stuff. These things are going to happen. And when you have a pet, either the pet's going to scat because they don't want it on it. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, or it's going to go into that animal, and they're going to show their behind. And unfortunately, with her, and saying as bad as she is, which I actually have family members who are in that bracket because they actually made certain, I'm not going to say that because I'm going to get pissed. No, I promise you, no, because you know what the bad news is? They're in the Masons.
Yeah.
And they literally cast out my grandmother, my mom, and my granddad for their nonsense.
Right.
And every time those funerals came up, they showed up before the funeral, we all show up, the family show up from all over the states and all the colonies and all the good stuff. Mm-hmm. We show up here. Next, they show up and they're shaking hands with them, talking to them. All of them dressed in black, and they dip.
Wow.
Okay, with my grandmother, which is his mom. Next, she's gone for no reason. And guess what? They all show up, talk to him, shake hands, and boom. Okay, next it's my mom. She's gone. They show up again, giving it. It's not even a condolence. You know what people
right. Right.
Okay, it's some secret crap with you guys. Y'all aren't saying nothing amongst us. You guys dip and go, and they're shaking hands and doing their little junk, and then boom. Next, it's my granddad, who literally was almost one of the only male figures in my life.
Right.
I mean, I promise you, everywhere we went, cousins and all, it's always women. I'm not even joking. We only had a few little guys in the clique, including me. Mm-hmm. But everywhere we went, and we have family members, it's all women. All women, all the time.
Wow.
And I'm not even joking. Women. And they were all strong, and they were all real. It's not like, people say, strong black woman, all that fantasy stuff. That's just like throwing around, I'm a chef or I'm a sous chef. Okay, well, no, you're not. You're a cook that got promoted, and now you're saying I'm a chef. Okay. These women, every woman in my family has literally been the powerhouse over everything versus my granddad.
Right.
They've been the powerhouses of everything. My mom, my sisters, everyone. All those girls are super powerful, and they're also an icon of everything. Those girls could do everything, and they've never disappointed. They're strong. And that's one thing, like I said, when it comes down to a lot of stuff, everybody's not everybody, but I know my family. And like I told you, I came here, but I knew we weren't all together.
Right.
But those women are powerful. They're strong. There's no disputing anything with them. And it's not like that big mouth black girl junk or anything.
Right.
Yeah, man, and all that other rotation nonsense. No, there's something to be seen. There's something to be seen. One of them actually has been seen billions of times because she's been in movies, she's produced shows, and she's been a Dallas cowboy cheerleader and the whole nine. And but she's the one that when she left, she went to college and kept going, but she made sure she wasn't coming back. And I said, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But no, seriously, I don't blame her. But, she did very, very well. I have another sister, which is here with me. That's the reason I never left Florida, which now if the opportunity comes up, you can count me out. No, because I didn't want her to be here by herself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want her to be here by herself. But, now I'm just like, hey, the only way this junk's going to happen is if opportunities come up, I'm going to take it and dip. But, and then we have one that's in up north. I have 3 sisters, but they're all strong as crap. There's no mistake in anything.
Wow.
They're all strong and beautiful women, but they're super strong, and nobody wins against them. I told you, the joke was they had 3 boys and a girl. That's how people used to joke. And, and I was supposed to be that girl because they're like, oh man, instead of them having 3 girls and a boy, they had 3 boys and a girl because they were so serious.
Right.
And so tough that I never had to do anything or say anything. Once they set foot on the ground, people are like, oh my God, there's BlueStar, don't mess with him because guess what? His sister is so-and-so. And they're like, oh, we're good. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I used to laugh. I'm like, wow, man, these girls, no matter where we move to, they set the tone. And it wasn't in a negative level. It was just, okay, don't you cross that line, we got you. But everybody was like, okay, we're good to go. Though this is what I say about women in general, especially our women. And the disappointing fact of it is I don't want our women to be poisoned because they're the backbone and everything of everything. Everything of everything. As much as we jump up, me, I know I'm powerful, so I represent us as an us.
Right.
You're powerful, you represent us as an us. But it's so far few in between, those girls have to pick garbage.
Yeah.
They have to pick garbage. Okay, when you see a crow drop down and there's nothing to eat, okay, he's going to have to get that cheap French fry.
Good one.
I'm laughing, but it's the truth.
He might have to drop down in the crowd, too, because it's like I'm risking my life and I'm so hungry.
Right. I got to get that garbage. I got to get that garbage. That's that cheap French fry. I don't want to eat this. You don't eat this, but I got to get it. Because guess what? We need to represent us. And when we do our show,
right,
or the next show, I want that to be the focus of everything that needs to be. Because, I don't give a damn what any black dude, you get mad, get glad, say whatever you need to say, dude. We need to check us. But I don't need to check me because I'm not that. But if you are in that bracket, you can get pissed all you want.
Right.
Give a damn. Okay, skinny pants, all that bull crap nonsense, and worrying about. No, seriously, come on, man. That's they're literally showing you homosexuality,
right?
To where you literally don't know who's who. When you look on the street, you see a dude, you're like, is that a chick or a cat?
Exactly.
Okay, they're training you little bums to be. Oh my God, I don't want to be that dude.
No, well, I mean, and I mean, look, and they have it where you can't say it. That.
No, me personally, I don't give a damn about saying it. If someone says something.
Oh, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. It's not.
That's what I'm talking about in general.
Yeah.
If you were on the street and someone said, "Oh, they're a fag," and the fag gets mad, hey, guess what? You know what the hell happened to you? You know what happened to you? Who gives a damn? Okay, goddamn, your uncle touched you, or something happened to you. I told you, it's under 1%, and I promise you, it's
right.
under 1% that someone was born that way. And if you're born that way, that's not a problem. But if something happened to you during summer camp, or like I said, Bobby just jumped on you, or you went to prison and got turned out, whatever, man, hey, that's cool, but don't promote that bull crap.
Yeah.
You were trying to be cute and curious. Oh, yeah, man, we was getting effed up and all me and these hoes and these dudes got together. Next you know, and now you can't get off that. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Right.
But, yeah, seriously, I don't know what to tell you. But the bottom line is you don't promote that nonsense, but Obama had that agenda. That's why he jumped into office, and he made sure you guys were secure. Mm. Okay, girls and boys. Okay, this junk is out the woodworks. Okay, they was there, but they really took it to the hole. They took it to the hole.
Literally took it to the hole.
No, seriously.
I'll say no more.
You know what I'm saying? They took it to the hole to where now, if you on the job, if you have to watch what the hell you say. Hey, look out, punk, or you as a joke.
Right.
Someone may get offended.
Right.
And now all of a sudden it's damn near calling some black dude a nigger, which black dudes call each other niggers anyway.
Right.
But then if someone says nigger, now you don't the supervisor said nigger. And now you trying to get a lawsuit. Hey, when you're on the street, you say the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lay it to rest. Lay it to rest, dude. If you don't want it to be said, don't say it. You don't call you over here, oh, what's up, my dog? What's up, dog? I don't know. None of my friends and family and my people are dogs. And it's not undermining a dog, but we're not dogs.
That's right.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, what's up, dog? What's up, my nigga? My nigga who? Who the hell are you talking to?
Right, my nigga.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, nigga, man? Oh, that's my nigga right there. Okay, who? I mean, I don't see ownership papers on nothing, and I'm not a nigga. Lay that stuff to rest. If you don't want it to be said, and you're jumping up and down filing papers, he called me a nigga. Okay, then you need to shut your own damn mouth. That's why when white people, if someone calls you a nigga, don't get mad. Don't get pissed, because you say it anyway. You
Right.
should feel comfortable. You should feel comfortable and happy. You're saying it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big deal. Nigga. Okay, pull that trigger. Seriously, feel good about it. Hey, hooray for you. You want to be a nigga? There you go. They trained you to be one.
That's
You're
right.
acting like one. Feel good about it.
Right.
But no, seriously, feel good about it. But don't get offended or get mad if someone calls you out on it. Hey, what's up, nigga? Yeah, that white dude called me a nigga. Hey, you might as well say good, hooray for me. You should have accepted it. I don't like stuff like that. That's why I said about, black people, we need help.
Right.
Black people need to work on us. We need to work on us. Work on us. Okay, black people, you go to a job or try to fill out an application, there's another black in the window. That black person try to harass you. He won't try to give you that job. Oh, well, I'll put your application over here.
Uh-huh. Especially if you drove in a better car than them, or you hold yourself a certain way. They might be ratchet behind the window and you're not, and they can tell.
That's right.
I got to do that all the time. And you have some women and men who get on loud with all of this drama amongst themselves, and they're watching me to see if I'm watching them. I'll just quietly pick up something and read it, look the other way, act like I'm on the phone, not the cell phone, but the phone to reach the supervisor. And when they see that calm thing inside of you, they'll even suck their teeth. They get upset because they want to draw you into that energy.
And that kind of stuff, that irks me so much. The thing is, like I said, black people, I don't care who's hearing or what we need to work on us. Damn focusing and trying to be like somebody else or following the trail of somebody else and following that nigger trail. We're not niggers. You don't deal with the nigger tendencies and do all the other dumb nigger stuff. That's not you.
Right.
If you don't know, stay neutral until you find that spot. Or when the train comes by and we grab you by the hand, grab on and go. Just don't participate in the stupidity that these people lay out for you.
That's right.
They're showing you how to act, and you're doing it.
Mm.
They promote ignorance and jigaboo stuff so good that you're behind this dancing and popping and locking behind it like a fool.
Yeah.
These things are realistic. And what makes it even funnier, as we spoke on before, you have everybody in the world following your ignorant nigger ass. So what's going to happen when your nigger ass fall? They're going to be able to bail out.
You ain't lying.
Oh snap! I'm Japanese. Oh, I'm so and so. Oh, I'm this and other. Nigga like, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, now you're out the equation. Yeah, they're out the equation. But guess what? You're going to be judged as a nigger. you're going to be judged as a nigger. Okay, you're in the car with a bunch of people. You're only black, or you and your little friends are only black. They pull you over. They're going to put the flashlight, show everybody. They're going to focus right on you.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Yep.
And you're going to be looking like, God dang. And right off of nature, you're going to get offended. Like, God dang, out of all these people, he's focusing on me. Hey, man, I ain't do nothing. And that's all they want to hear.
Right.
It's some kind of tone, high octave in your voice to snatch you out
right.
and put you in so-called.
To say you're being disrespectful.
That's right. Excuse me, where you on? Get on the ground. Now you're on the ground and you're taking the ass kicking and folded up and put in cuffs. And, you're on the up climb of trying to explain why the hell you're in this position. Sir, I ain't mean to do nothing. We just doing this. Now you up climbing and kissing the ass on someone that's beneath you. That's someone beneath you. Yeah, and that shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. Okay, even on jobs. Okay, so-and-so did this, and then you wind up saying, hey, look, that's not and y'all get into a little so-called confrontation. You got to prove your innocence out of everybody.
Right.
Why in the hell would you have to do that? Okay, well, Raymond, what happened with you? Well, he said this, that, and other. Okay, well, what triggered you to stand up? Okay, what do you mean what triggered me to stand up? Okay, right now, we're saying I'm feeling hostility in your voice and your actions. Okay, everything damn near is pitted against you.
Right.
Stop dancing around and playing that monkey role. And I don't tell people to be scared or be like, oh, everything's against me and all this other stuff. But you got to come to a realization of, guess what? A crap load is. I don't give a damn who smiles in your face. Oh, my friend Pablo's my friend, and Karen, she's my friend. She's white. They're all good to me. Okay, let some circumstance happen.
You'll see where they stand.
That's right, and see where everything goes. It's not to be paranoid or negative.
No, but it's the truth.
Yeah, protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. You can't be that fool dancing around all the time thinking we're all a unit. Don't believe in those Coca-Cola commercials. I'm laughing. You made me laugh. It's the truth. Okay, you're looking at Pepsi and Coca-Cola where everybody's all together drinking Pepsi and Coke and smiling, and you see everybody together. That's a joke. That's a joke. Stop being fooled by all this nonsense. Nobody said be militant and ignorant and angry and ugly, but you have to know where you stand.
Right.
And you don't stand at the bottom. It's just a fact of, hey, when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, okay, just like we talked about before, you being you right now, and then you have a white dude that's one of your best friends. And, it's not categorizing nobody, but, hey, white people, you got to accept it. Okay, you have a white dude as your best friend. You both are supervisors.
Right.
He gets promoted to a manager. Y'all are still cool. But when you get promoted to a manager, watch how that dude acts. Watch how he acts. All of a sudden, now y'all are different. Now there's a semi-problem because we're on the same level, and especially if you excel. You're on, there's a problem. There's a good white people, and I know that for a fact.
Right.
Like I said, if you get on I-4 and your tire goes flat, watch who's the first person that pulls over to help you. It's going to be white, but black people pass by like, God dang, that nigga tire flat. Good luck.
And they'll slow down and look at you.
Yep, and keep on going.
What you gonna do?
God dang, that nigga shit.
Man, you screwed up, man. It's about to rain, and I see through a couple of Rottweilers running down the road. You better get your ass.
Okay, I'm talking about, no, seriously, those kind of things.
And they'll do it with a smile on their face.
Because guess what? You don't have value for your own people. Okay, as far as when it comes down to it, okay, yours, and I'm not saying us, but it is,
right.
The little slave owners, they own you. And like I said before, they disrespected their women and their families, raped their kids, pumped on them, you name it, uncles, aunts, the daddy, kicking ass, treating people like shit. So by the time you came underneath that cuss, you were doing the same thing to your family.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't even underneath the cusp, but they just told you you're thinking you can own this acres. But now all of a sudden you're doing the same thing to your family. Okay, how would that be right? It's
right.
not right. This is why I say about black men, oh man, yeah, black men used to having a bunch of women. No, you know what time it is, and every average Joe black should know.
Right.
Okay, you were brought to this place, that place, you pumped on this chick, you pumped on that to get your seed and to make these women stronger and whatever, and all this other good stuff. You were like animals.
Mm-hmm.
They treated you like animals. They treated blacks like animals. Just like you get a pit bull or you have I want a good breed of nigger.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Or I want a good breed of pit bulls. So I'm getting,
But see, that's why it wasn't a crime to allow us to just move freely and dump the seed with no responsibility, just the same way it is now to do the same thing.
But now, with black people, black dudes are so polluted. Not everybody, so don't get me wrong. But a lot of black dudes, like I told you, you get a black girl pregnant and treat her like garbage and haul ass. You get a white chick pregnant, you're there 100% signing birth certificates,
mm-hmm.
kissing ass, and the whole nine.
Being dissed by the family, but still grinning and bearing it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, this is my baby right here. Oh, Lord. And you're like, wow. But with the black girl, bitch, shut up, that ain't my motherfucking kid. And next, you know, y'all are Maury with that nonsense.
Right, walking 10 feet in front of him in the street.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. You guys got to realize there's a certain point where you have to realize what's really going on with you. And like I told you, no matter which way you cut it, the best thing to do is face you. See what the solution is. It's not you as in general. Okay, you have some bad habits and maybe you could knock those off, but this is not a thing of, hey, you just came out and you were a loser. No, you were trained to be a loser.
Right.
No, I'm laughing, but you were trained to be a loser. You're trained to be a loser. And the more you cooperate with it, the worse it gets. Every year, every month, look at the music. Look at the dress code. Look how people talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look at us in general. I guarantee you, when blacks step in the store, sometimes even I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, me too, man. It's like, what are you trying to do? I saw this guy in the corner on Kirkman and Raleigh, right by the Walgreens, but not up in the Walgreens parking lot, just on the corner. The dude had, I don't know what kind of dreads he had, but he had this yarn hanging out of it. He was definitely funky. He had some plaid boxer shorts on, and his pants were around his knees, tied up. And he had some long behind-looking bozo sneakers on with some Morpheus John Lennon-looking glasses, and he had his hands up with his headphones on, just swaying like a palm tree, and no shame with that. I mean, like these guys have no shame.
That's acceptable. And it's almost, it's not acceptable in reality. It's acceptable to the low frequency ignorance. You're going to have people drive by, my God, damn, even blacks, man. Look at that nigga.
Right.
And then, you know, but guess what? You dive right by that. You jump right in the same pool as him. And it's like, wow, man, you guys act like this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to yell out and say, hey, man, get your shit together. You don't have to do nothing like that. But just, hey, remember something, dude. I don't care what neighborhood you live in, whatever's going on in your house. You could be better than this. To help people get out of the hole. Help us get out of the hole. Black people aren't expendable. Like I told you, all that Black Lives Matter, it does. But it's more than you think.
Right.
And it's more than a fake-ass march and all that other nonsense that people think, oh, yeah, Mark, we're going to stand like 130 days. Okay, what in the hell does that mean? Nothing.
Right.
That means you out there for 130 days, and these people didn't give a damn. It's going to happen again until you make a stand. But we're talking about another time. like I said, I don't promote that nonsense, but hey,
right.
like I told you, to get a bullet off your back, you got to check his ass. Get a bully off your back, you have to check him. Okay, you can't have to get bullied all day of the years. And to mama, you stop, Bobby, and he's punching you in your face every single day. One day you're gonna have to get up and say, "Hey, guess what? I'm gonna have to fight that punk.
Right.
I'm gonna have to fight him. Me and Bobby gonna fight today." And you get your little ass home, you get your little junk together, and when Bobby show up again, you take those nickels, that sock with nickels in or quarters, and hit his ass in the face. When he falls, beat his ass. Hey, beat
That's
his
right.
punk ass. No, seriously, eventually you can't get bullied all the time and turn the other cheek. That's nigger talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's that slave mentality talk. We don't want you to turn on us talk. We want you niggas to stay good. Turn the other cheek. If someone slap you in one cheek, you turn the other and let them slap you again.
Wow. What kind of slapstick comedy business, Moe and Curly and whatever the other one was, Three Stooges.
Somebody.
Yeah. Just a little step and fetch it type suggestion that is.
That's what. But guess what? That's what you're taught in church.
Right.
Now,
right.
Once again, we fall back into that where some people may frown, and some people may be like, whatever. It's not the thing of I don't bash and whatever. Like I said, put your cards on the table. I'll put mine on the table.
That's
and
right.
Let's see who has blackjack. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to win. It's called knowing what the hell you're talking about and knowing what you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as you allowing someone to beat you to a pulp and beat the hell out of you, and then turn around, you just say, hey, good, someone's going to take care of it. Okay, justice will be served, but that'll be like 90 generations deep, and you're doomed. What good is that? Okay, seriously. I mean, you look at some of the other things where this happened in the Bible, and guess what? So-called the Lord told you, get up and kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, no, seriously, look at your little books, everybody. Okay, so-and-so jumped on so-and-so, and next you know, the Lord said, you got to put up arms and go over there and destroy that whole place. Why would that be? And who are you dealing with for real? This is why I tell everybody, hey, stop playing that game. Hey, man, preaching is preaching. Learn the book. Okay, the Bible came from other cultures' teachings, and they dissected it. They put a lullaby on it, and they turned it into something totally different to keep you asleep. That's all the Bible is. Okay, there's some validity in it, but it's not the validity of what they're reading to you. And like one of the guys, was like, oh, Jonah, and like I told you with Jonah in the whale's stomach. Okay, that's a constant story of the same thing, and it's the same person, same thing. Jonah, 3 days in the whale's stomach. Next you know, he rose up, came out. Jesus, same thing, 3 days. Next you know, you came out. You can keep going, look through your book. It's going to be the same story with some of the same people.
Yep.
You can't fake it. There's nothing to fake. And then when you find out about all the Jesus stuff, which is not wrong, because I hate to say this, and I promise you, I thought about it, and I said, I could say this, but I'm not going to, because it can become a poison, and it can be an antidote.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something about your belief. And that's the only way I'm going to lay it. It's something about your belief.
Incomplete sentence.
Yeah. Because guess what? And I'm not joking you. I'm not playing with you. It could be your antidote or it could be your poison.
It could appear to be the antidote and most definitely the poison.
Okay, I guarantee you the majority is going to be your poison. It's going to be your poison because you don't know better and you don't know how to take it. It's like when they say they give you a bottle with pills and they say take 2 a day, but you hurt so bad you're going to take 4.
Right.
next you know you're in ER or you're in a bad position.
But you know what's bad? You know what's bad? They give you a placebo and convince you that it works so well that you're taking something and you're believing in this thing and you're paralyzing yourself because you're willing yourself to be paralyzed.
And that, I'm trying to tell you, your belief could turn to be your own enemy. Your belief could be your worst enemy. It's not your truth. It's your stupid belief.
Mm-hmm.
It's your stupid belief. Your belief in something. That's why, okay, if you believe that Karen is going to help you and she's going to be the girl for you forever, and next you know she disappoints you, you're hurt beyond belief.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe she did this to me. I'm devastated. You did.
Wow.
Okay, because you believed in something that's not solid. I'm serious. You believe in something that's not solid. Your belief and your faith are so different. People believe, oh, yeah, my faith. You know, I have the faith in the Lord. Okay, knowing is where the key is. If I know, hey, guess what? This dude, this, and the other, and I guarantee he's going to be here, guess what? You're going to swoop in, you're going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe in having faith in nonsense or something that you're not sure about, that's why people, oh, well, you know, evidently wasn't meant to be, you know. Okay, guess what? Because your faith and your belief was in something that wasn't realistic.
Right.
It wasn't in something that was realistic. That's why you got let down. It wasn't because it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't. The fact of the matter was, you know, you can make anything achievable, but unless it's bad, don't go for bad stuff and say I'm gonna make it happen. It's gonna happen.
Right.
No, seriously, but you're gonna get what's coming to you. You could invest your power, and if it kicks in and it works, cool. But guess what? You're getting what's coming to you. You're going to get what's coming to you. Don't be bad. This is where people don't understand. There's no room for all that ugliness.
Right.
All that ugliness, all that nonsense, and that bull crap and jealousy and stupidity, those things are not real. These are created out of ignorance and emotions, and it's not even your real emotions. Emotions are getting played. You're right off rip. Your emotions get played. That's why when you see a commercial and they're playing the piano and telling you to donate to a third world country or some animal, you know, they're getting abused. If you could put a quarter in, and then you like, oh man, look at that little puppy,
yep,
and all that stuff.
Yep.
You start getting like shaken,
not knowing that there's a whole film crew out there videotaping this. And they're going to the best hotels. You know, they leave those little kids with the flies in their face, and they're not going to show you how advanced the motherland is, and how much resources that are being raped, and how everybody else except us wants to go there and live because it's the best part of the earth. They're going to show that part, but they'll be in the nicer hotels. They'll be getting a vacation up in that bad boy, and we're sitting here throwing more money to keep them there, and they're probably not even half helping any of these kids.
Yep. And then...
But not even half helping them, but if those very kids rose up, got the education, and came at the corporations that are trying to rape and rob them, those same video cameras would roll trying to tell you how much they're the enemy.
Yep. And that's bottom line. That's why you see everybody else, not everybody else, but certain countries are supposedly your enemies. And, you know, those people know more than you and everybody else. They know more languages. They know all the good, you know, like not the good stuff, but all the mathematics, you name it,
right,
out of everybody. And you're like, holy smoke, these people are smart as shit. How would that be? But you only know English. and a lot of people barely know that.
Right. Exactly. So, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do we have a shot? And that's how we speak.
Yeah. And they know, man, that's just because the slave teachers. Hey, guess what? Your slave teachers talked as ignorant as you do, but worse. But then when the Europeans came and colonized this whole situation, that's when they say you're improper. and they ran those little country bumpkins down to the south.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like them some bitch come here and do this thing, and that's what, boom. Now you have that dirty foot white. Now there's segregation, and it's not segregation against you, it's segregation against them. But guess what? They had a hold on your ass, too.
Right.
So as they're getting beat down, they're beating you down.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
And like I said, people, as much as people jump up and say, oh, they grab niggas from Africa, big black bucks and all that bullcrap. No, you didn't. You grab kids. You can't take no full-grown ass dude.
True.
Take them.
True.
You had to get those kids. You had to get kids and probably some super older women. But at the same time, like I said, with the roughage and the way the terrain was, you're not getting through Africa and just going to grabbing somebody. The animals would have taken you.
That's right.
The animals would have taken you, even with Florida. Okay, they're clearing up stuff in Florida right now to where you can't even walk. You can't walk around there. So you're telling me you went in here and jumped up and beat the shit out of the Indians and told them to get the hell out of here? No. You had alligators, cougars, mountain lions, you name it, jumping on your ass. You didn't get to them like right on the back. But saying they were peaceful people, they tried to extend a hand to your abomination asses, and y'all stuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you gave them your dirty clothes because you came with dis-ease, and you know what dis-ease is, disease.
Mm-hmm.
And you came with your dis-eases and all your nastiness. That's why you all pimping wigs and all that bull crap. And next you know, you gave that and you got them out of here because they got sick ASAP.
Right.
They were pure and clean. They weren't standing up there, oh my God, this and that, and they just took a long time for them to die. When you have a pure form of something and you put something so toxic, it's going to go ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
Then on top of it, you had these so-called firearms, and you're blasting them. They put up a good fight, but they retreated from you.
Mm-hmm.
They try to, hey, y'all stay over here, but you guys don't know when to quit. So when evil, okay, check your history. It almost pissed me off there where I had to stop. Check your own asses before you start saying something about somebody else's culture or anything else. Check your own trash. Check your own trash, dude. It's nothing to disrespect anybody. Like I said, if you want to find out who's who, check your stuff.
Right.
And see where you actually came from. Then all them tears are going to drop. Like I said, out of everybody, everywhere in this world, how the hell are we the most hated? How the hell are we the most, we don't like it, black, this bad, black, you name it, whatever you could do to smash somebody, it's always been on our back.
Right.
How would that be? How the hell would that be? Evidently, there must be some weather that you're scared or you know what time it is, and you're trying to duck it.
That's right.
And it's an easy equation, but I'm not going to say it. I want people to do their research. And when you come even close and you ask, I'll tell you. There it is. Just like when I told you I dealt with some real high-level people,
Mm-hmm.
and this dude is right there from Africa. And I said, okay, if Egypt was that big and all this other stuff, I said, how did they fall from grace? You know what he told me?
What?
No, it's not a joke, though. He said they went off the path.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how they got.
Yeah.
That's why they got taken.
That's truth.
They went off the path.
And that's why there's so much now to keep us off the path now.
Yep, you went off the path.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're doing what you're supposed to do, everything's going to work out. But when you go off the path and things go wrong, things are going to go wrong. And I'm not joking. Like I said on a different show, we're going to talk about it. But I promise you, there's no dispute on that dude and what he talks about and what he knew.
Mm-hmm.
I sat there in front of him, and the stuff he did, you can't say yay, nay, or none of that crap. You're like, holy S. Me, I didn't say holy S because I've seen it.
Right.
You would never believe what that cat is able to do. And I told him, because he's off the cusp of that Egyptian. But he's not, it's not that bad. And the funny thing on top of it is, he said the same thing that, and now, because I told him, I said, what's the difference between the Bible and what you do? He said, there's no difference. He said, it's just the fact of they don't know. And I started laughing again because I said, okay. It's the truth, the same thing he deals with, but he was able to do. They're giving you the bedtime story, so you cannot do. You have to be in tune with certain things.
Right.
Okay, if you're not and you're playing that role, you're always going to be the victim.
Well, that's why their faces drop when they see that you are or possibly into certain things, when you're obviously not into the poisons that they put out here to clog up our pineal glands or hey man, why don't you want to come by and drink with us? Hey man, we're going to the titty bar Friday night after work. You want to come with us? And if you're not into these things, or Monday morning comes and they can't get out of you how many women you bedded down or how effed up you were, and you're serious, then they look at you different. You see? Yep. And your walk, they want to know what you do. They want to know what you're all about. Well, why are you so interested in me? See? Because you know you don't have me. Because you know that you don't have me conquered. That if I have my brains together, I'm a big threat to the hold that you have, not on me, but those who look like me. And you don't want me around those who look like me because they might start thinking like me. And now you're really messed up.
That is correct.
So who's going to pull the cart for you?
Yep.
So on top of that, now you got to slander me and demonize me when you know that I'm not with your sick program that really you're not with. See? Yep. They act like it to get us into the decadence, and yes, they are into the decadence, but we have a way of getting into it even more, and they love it. We lead the way. Massa does this, and we gonna do it worse. See?
That's right.
But the system is not made. Exactly. The system is not made to help us out of the hole when we get in there, but it's made for him. So we can't do what he does.
There you go. And that's the thing that disappoints me. Hey, stop trying to follow people or follow things that don't have anything to do with you. Don't do it. Yeah, no, seriously, there's not a drop of reason.
Right. And his meal is not made for our stomach anyway.
On that hill and broke his arm doesn't mean you need to go down there and do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lay back. Lay back. Find out you. Deal with you. You find out about you.
Right.
And that's what, like I said, black people, as much as people jump up and say whatever they need to do, black people don't know about black people.
Right.
You don't know about black, and it's not black. You don't know about us as being us. Chicken wings and talking loud and drinking Kool-Aid and all that other junk and being crazy doesn't have anything to do with us. Of course, we have a good time because we're jovial and we're good-spirited people.
Right. That's right.
There's nothing wrong with that. But when it starts coming to the hurt, harm, and the stupidity and disrespect of your own women and our own people, there's a problem.
Right.
There's a real problem. And those things I don't like. I mean, nobody should like it, but the thing is, hey, correct it. Oh, man, that bitch. Okay, who's the bitch? What bitch are you talking about when it's actually you?
Right.
There's no bitch in the house. Okay, there's some women that don't know better, and she put herself in the position. But guess what? She's sick just like you.
Mm-hmm.
So don't grade her when you're in the same boat. You're both in the trailer. I'm in school when they have the school, and then they have the ones that don't know better.
Right.
And they're in the trailer over there deep in the yard. Okay, guess what? You're both in there. So who is it for you to stomp someone down?
Right.
This is why I say I don't care what no one says. Everyone should be helping everyone to get better. Everyone should help everyone to get better. Everyone should help everyone to get better. Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you ain't got a recipe, hey, guess what? I got a little spice for you here. You look great today. If that's all I got, hooray for me.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, let that person go on and get some more spices and goods and other recipes. But guess what? You don't put poison in shit for your own.
That's
you
right.
don't put poison in. Seriously. If you want to help by saying something good. If someone doesn't say something back, who gives a damn? Hey, how you doing, brother? If he looks at you like, man, get out here, nigga. Oh, okay, whatever. Hooray for you. I put a positive note for you. There's nothing you don't advocate the stupidity that these people do.
Right.
Okay, you want to help all of us as much as you can. It's going to eventually, and I don't mean like, 100 years from now, it's going to add up, and guess what? It's going to be no. It's the fact of the matter is, it's going to come to when you roll a teeny ball with us, it becomes big ASAP.
Right.
Put out positive for us. You know, like I said, you were talking about cable. We talked about cable before. And, people talking about cable. Oh, yeah, I got cable. Look at every show on cable. It's the dumbest you could ever have. And then on top of it, they have black shows with us acting like pure ass.
Mm-hmm.
Every chance you could get. VH1, MTV, BET. You're like, holy smoke, man. Okay, first of all, that's not us. As much as people are like, oh, and you see people cheering, that's not us. That's not us.
That's right.
We don't do stuff like that. But according to you and acceptable to you, that's what we do. And they set the format for you and pay you. Unfortunately, you have that Jigaboo Jones that's going to do it. No, and that those things are disappointing because guess what? You're letting all of us down. You're not letting all the powerhouses down, but you're leading a lot of masses of young chicklings and chicklets to go down that path. They're going to go down that path.
Mm-hmm.
They believe in that. Even like I said, when you get on YouTube or you want to see some of your shows, underneath it they have twerk contests.
Mm-hmm.
They have booty jump. Yeah, it's like, okay, how does this correlate with the subject that I just punched in?
Right.
Okay, and then turn around. Guess what? The weaker mind to be like, so and so with Jesus, or the information unraveled. Booty contest. I'm punch a booty contest. Okay, you were so weak. You're gonna find out. Hey, guess what? Booty contest versus reality. Let me see what I can get out of that, and see if this stimulates anything.
Right.
Your whole agenda was, okay, there's a choice I had to make. Let me watch these booties, and next thing you're caught up in that. And then when you press booty contest, it's a whole list of that.
Oh yeah, now you're gone. And after 3 or 4 of them, you're thinking about who you can call. And when you can't get through with the calls, the first 4 or 5, you get down to the undesirable list. And if you have a list that long, you couldn't possibly hold down all those women. But now you have the urge. And also, they're out there doing their own thing because you can't be in every bed every night. So now you call the 4th or 5th one on the list who 2 days ago laid up with some dude who laid up with another chick who is HIV. So now your booty calling, your twerking contest led you to a deadly disease, and now you're dead because your mind was out of control.
There you go. You're leading yourself down a path because you want to be weak. There's a decision to be made. They're easy decisions, but you're letting your emotions and your sick. It's not your sickness, but at the same time, it's the sickness that these people present and inject it to everybody.
Right.
Okay, a woman is a woman. Beautiful woman, hooray for you. But be able to have the right beautiful woman. She doesn't have to have a little titty balls and ass sticking all over the place. No, seriously.
I haven't heard that term in a long time, titty balls.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now listen to a while.
That's old school.
Okay, there you go. No, seriously. She got little titty balls and everything exposed and drawing you in, and you like, God dang.
No disrespect to the ladies, just,
No, just respect her for her. Say, hey, guess what? There's a good chick. She can talk about stuff. She knows stuff. You know stuff. She can help you. You can help her. If she's better than you, deal with it.
Right.
Deal with it. Hey, guess what, Sharonda? I want to know. Okay, I love you, first of all, but I want to know what can I do to help me and us grow as people.
Right.
Us together. you're a little couple. What do I need to do to make things better for us? How do I do that? If you're the weaker dude, be that weaker dude. But guess what? If she's strong and she can kick ass, you better appreciate it and get on that coattail and say, hey, what do I need to do to be that guy?
Right.
How can I fill in that gap? How can I fill? She says, hey, guess what? You be our protector and kick ass and make sure of this, and I'm good. Guess what? Do it, but then also evolve from it.
Right.
If that's what you want, and love me, don't cheat on me, don't try to hurt me. Hey, be that cat, man. There's nothing in between that. Black women are real. Most of them were. No, seriously, because now you look at, like I told you, hit that internet, you be like, wow, man, is this real? You people are so, this shit is so bad. It's so bad, it's almost disappointing.
Yeah.
But everyone's not like that. But guess what? Everyone that's not like that is literally shifting out right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going on. Okay, now you have all this new crap, and those people are literally lost. You're the niggers that these people want you to be.
Right.
You can get mad or sad or glad, but you're the niggers of what people want you to be. With black people, when we come in and I'm talking, people are looking at me like, what in the hell? And I look back at them like, what in the hell? Or you're like, well, who the hell do you think we were supposed to be?
Right.
Seriously.
That's right.
Who the hell you thought we were supposed to be? This other junk that keeps popping in here? That's not us. And that's not me. Like actually, it wasn't even months ago. It was like years ago. It was like a year and a half ago. My cousin, he wanted to go to get something to eat. So we stopped by Movie Stop, and then I told him, you want something from Pizza Hut? We went in there, and I'm not even playing about this, which I don't play about anything, but we went in there, and we just picked up the menu. He's on one end, I'm on the other. Some dude, what do you want? What do you need? And the dude, it was like we were in the auction. Come on up. I said, can I get 75, 85? Can I get a 95 over here? This dude was he literally didn't give us a chance to look at the menu. He was rattling off, let's go, to where I had to look up. And I said, are you out of your effing mind?
Right.
I said, dude, did you just see us step in here and we just looked at the menu? I said, don't F. And I went the hell off to where that dude was so rocked. He was, I didn't realize it at the time, but my cousin started laughing as we left because he was like, dude, that dude couldn't ring up the register or nothing. I educated him so bad on shutting the hell. No, hey, look, I don't know who the hell you think. We just came in here. We just picked up these menus. We're not these other cats.
Right.
Okay, but that's the thing about black people. The stereotype is so low.
So, yeah.
To where when you step in any place, people automatically think you're that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not that nigga. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe that little cat that's behind me will be that dude. But we're not that dude. We're not that nigga.
Right.
If you want niggers, unfortunately, there's a lot of breeds behind us, but we're not those ones. And that's why I said, hey, when it comes down to the bottom line, I want black people, even the young little black dudes, and there's some respectable little black cats. And there are, and some ride the fence that will, when they see your energy, they'll respect the energy that you have inside of you. They'll identify it. Some will see it and be disrespectful because they feel that the one that was supposed to be there for them failed them, or they're resentful because they don't have that, or they don't want to know a different brand of what they think manhood is. They think manhood is malehood. They think manhood is penis possession. That's what they think. That, I got this dick hanging here, girl. I'll blow your back out. But you can't blow those bills, the back of those bills out. You can't blow out the back of instability. You see what I mean? You can't blow out the back of ignorance and show some wisdom, but the penis that you have with a little friction that takes no brains works quite well and gets you in a mess of and you can't handle it because physically you're working just fine, but mentally and spiritually nothing happening. So now you're like a tripod that has one leg working
and can't balance up to take that wonderful picture of life.
That's right. And the bad thing on top of it is when you have our nice young sisters not knowing better, and you think that the Almighty,
the Almighty,
is the way. Okay,
yeah.
So all she knows is he did the best, and he tried to bang my guts out, and I love him. What do you love about that dude?
He made her feel good, but like I said, that only lasted for so long because you can't feel good in total darkness because the light bill wasn't paid, and so he has her in shock so much that she doesn't want to mention those things because she's afraid to be called a gold digger, and maybe her next girlfriend might get that good feeling. So I'll let him use me. I'm not a gold digger, but I can't ask him to go and get a job. Ask him. Shoot, you should be asking him, please, baby, don't work so much overtime. Stay home with me sometime, because he's trying to secure you so well. But that's only for a righteous woman. You know, ignorance is no excuse. If you're ignorant, well,
it definitely is. It definitely
exactly.
Is. But guess what? Who's teaching any of these little chicks and dudes anything? Nobody.
The television.
Okay, there you have it. TV and your homeboy on the street.
WorldStar Hip Hop Immediate Takeout.
Oh, there you go. No, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It's very disappointing because nobody wants to see us go down the toilet. Hey, you trying to drive around and stuff. Get out of your car one day and just walk a quarter of a mile and look at the earth, look at the flower, look at things that are around you. And you'll start appreciating stuff. Look up for one. I guarantee you right now, as we all of us are here, how many people look up in the sky and see the stars or see the clouds moving?
They don't.
Or anything. You don't even sit back 5 minutes and see this stuff. Okay, do you know how important all of this stuff is? But you don't see it because you're in that rat race of nonsense, and you're believing in nonsense. When the sun come up, you don't even look at the sun and say, hey, there it is. Or the moon. And say, oh, wow, there it is right there. Oh, you don't recognize when the wind's blowing. Where's that coming from? Where's that wind coming from? No, seriously, where is that wind coming from? Where is that coming from? Who named the wind? Where is that coming from?
Right.
Where's any of this stuff coming from? You don't look up. Your face is in a phone, a cell phone.
Well, you know what I love doing? I love going to my backyard, laying in one of the lawn chairs face down, and looking down at the dirt and watch the ants, how they communicate.
Tell you, dude. There you go. You got to recognize this stuff.
Yeah.
As much as, I don't want people to think like, oh, that's trivial stuff. Trivial is what you're dealing with. Those things right there are real. You have to discover. It's making me laugh because I know the answer to a lot of this, but I'm not going to say it because you have to discover.
Right. You want people to think.
That's right, man. You can't. I'm not going. It's not for someone to hand things to you and say, "Hey," or you have some judgment of it. Find out.
That's right.
Find out. Don't look at these buildings and all this other stuff. Look at those trees. Look at that grass. Feel the wind. Feel the air. Smell the smell. Find out what's going on out here versus you dancing around thinking you're a prisoner. You're not a prisoner. The worst thing you could do is when you cooperate with this, you become a prisoner. When you don't have to say, hey, I'm not doing the damn, I'm not going to keep a job. No, get that little fake job. But when you start coming to the realization is going to come and rescue you, just like the truth, just like divinity. When they see you knocking, they're coming to help you. But as far as you standing and worrying about the dumbest of the dumbest will answer the door every time and help you. I'm going to help you be stupid. I'm going to help you lose. You have to go ahead and say, hey, look, there's got to be something. Okay, when I'm looking out the window right now, I see nice clouds. They're rolling smooth and the whole nine. Where the hell did that come from? Who did this?
Right.
Okay, who made this moment? how is this moment important right now? You know, seriously, how is this moment important right now? You know what I mean? There's a palm tree right here. How did that come to be? I mean, like, really, what's going on around me versus what I'm making something be real to me, like going to work or busting ass or trying to pre-plan what the hell is going to happen this time. Right now is the moment. Okay, as the moment comes, suppose something happens to you right now and you just step. What happened? You're gone. Mm-hmm. Everything else didn't matter. Nothing else mattered. These moments count. As we talk and appreciate or look at certain things, all these moments count. These moments and everything counts. It counts. You want to see and appreciate everything as much as you can. Like I said, but in the big scheme of things, when it comes down to the reality,
right,
nothing matters. Nothing. Okay, you can't do bad and think you're going to escape. That's not going to happen. I promise you that one. But when it comes down to reality, nothing literally matters. Nothing matters. This isn't real.
That's right.
And I promise you that out of not of whatever. I know that I know I'm being honest. I know that for a full fact. It's already been told.
Right.
Nothing matters. This does not matter. Like I said, don't go out here and do the worst you can and think, hey, you know, nothing matters, so I'm good to go. No, it doesn't. But when it comes down to the ultimate scheme of things, nothing matters. You don't go out and hurt people. You don't go out and do the worst you can do and think it doesn't matter anyway. You do what you're supposed to do. Okay, if you're hurting people, you're getting what's coming to you. I don't give a damn who you think you are or what you think you are, whatever you think you got going on,
right,
you're going to lose. But the bottom line is nothing matters in this whole thing. This is I don't want to say it's the biggest joke, but it's not what you think, everybody.
Right. But see, exactly. And I've always felt that when I
promise you,
when I see how time passes by, it's like this is such a short time. Like I always tell people, if you live to 1,000 years, right, that's nothing. This is merely a pit stop to eternity. Eternity. Let's take 999 million years that we won't be here, right? There are different levels, but we won't be here. A little 1,000 years if we lived 1,000 years. So you mean most of us are not living over 100 years, and we're taking this thing so serious and throwing it all away over being so intoxicated with man's creation?
Because these people literally made you. Well, they didn't make you do anything, but when you came out and you hit your little stride, you were literally just not designed. You were literally told you're on the time clock.
Yeah,
but basically, seriously. Yeah. Okay, from school, that's where school and all this junk kicks in. They say
school programs.
That's right. Like I said, it's an institution, and institutions are bad. Look up the word institution, and you tell me what institution really means. Okay. When someone says, "Okay, we're gonna run the 40-yard dash," and they say, "Go," either you're gonna stall, and that person's gonna haul ass, or you're gonna stall and then say, okay, and then you're going to try to run your best time, and you're like, I got to run faster. But when you said go, it just took me for a minute. Okay, you're under a time clock. These people made you feel you're under a time clock. You're not under any drop of that stuff. It's eternity of you to live and feel good and feel free and do the right things. People don't realize doing the right things is not a job. It's your nature.
Right.
It's more.
It hurts more to go out of your nature.
And that's the problem with people. Okay, but the agenda has it set for you to be out of your nature, and they do everything for you to do it. That's why you see people doing the stuff you see them doing right now. Okay, there's no thing of a job, and you have to earn money. you got to bust ass and do this to get that. That's the biggest lie ever. Right now, we are literally under the canvas of a scheme.
Right.
You're under the canvas of a scheme. This is all a joke. This is a lie. This whole system is set up to take you to the hole and then get you the hell out of here without realizing what the hell happened.
That's so sad.
It's beyond sad. And these are things that disgust me because it's like, wow, hey, everybody that comes up and says anything of the truth, they get their asses killed, period.
Yeah.
And this is why I said even when we talk, I don't care about, you're not going to be able to kill me.
Right.
Not you in general.
Right.
But, I'm going to go and I know where I'm going to go. Okay, but guess what another fear is? The fear of so-called death. If you're doing bad, I would suggest you need to be scared.
Right.
And no, sir, I'm telling you out of my own mouth. If you're bad and you're effing people over and you're doing the wrong things and all that stuff, when someone says I'm going to kill you, you probably need to be concerned.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm being bone real. Yeah, yep. Yeah, people are laughing. And, people try to play that game. Yeah, man, with this and the other, all I have to do is this. Okay, guess what? If you're doing the worst you could do and you're effing people over, you're selling dope, you got people going through changes, okay, you're selling something to somebody that is so weak they can't control themselves, but you want to make a profit off of it and all that other nonsense. Dude, I don't care what you say. I do it to make my family survive. Your ass is in for it.
Right.
You're in for it. You're in for it, punk. And then when turn around, your daughter get out there on the street, or your little punk son, and then he get turned out or messed up, or she get messed up, don't look crazy.
Don't cry. That's right.
Yeah, don't look crazy. Don't look crazy. Oh boy, man, you got no crack or whatever. Man, and all that. Hey, guess what? Dude, you out there doing your business, and you thought it was cute. It's going to come around and it's going to catch one of you, but it's going to be worse than what you did to the other people.
That's right.
You have people selling dope to pregnant women. Okay, she's so messed up, she don't know when to quit.
Wow.
She's pregnant. And then you're
affecting that next generation.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about? She's pregnant. She don't know when to quit, but you have the audacity to tell her, hey, look, just give me the money, girl, and here you go. And tell her, hey, get your ass out of here. I'm not giving you a damn thing. Okay, that could be your turn point. That could be your test right there. That's your test. If you tell her no, you may have a chance. But now you want to make a profit because you a baller. You a so-called baller, and now look at your dumb ass. No, seriously, when you hit the spirit world, you're going to be in deep shit.
But you know what? There are many who are family to the oppressor, as well as the oppressor. They don't want to hear anything about the spirit world whatsoever, because that means that there's a realm that they just can't control. See,
exactly.
Or they feel they can control.
No, they know they can't, but then you have the people that are running this shit. I'm laughing that they know, hey, there's certain things we could do to try to wiggle out of this, but you can't wiggle out of it. Okay, just like I said,
right.
when Reagan did all the damage he did, and he did a lot of damage. Okay, guess what? They had a Masonic ritual for him as he was being buried.
Mm-hmm. That's not going to help.
They hooked him. They tried to hook him up,
but that's not going to help.
Huh?
That's not going to help.
I couldn't hear you.
No, I said that's not going to help him.
No, it didn't help him.
No, it's not going to help him. That's
no, because they first of all, they don't know how to do. They don't know how to use our powers.
Right.
Okay. The same powers that they're trying to use to do all this other nonsense, they don't know how to use it. No, seriously, they don't. You don't know how to use our powers, but there's certain things you stole that you thought you were on top with,
right.
But you're going to answer for it.
Right.
The little bit that they stole, they try to use it in their benefit, and you know the only thing you can do is cause mayhem and conflict.
Right.
But the real power doesn't allow. They're going to be like, okay, they're doing that, but we're going to swoop down and you're going to be taken. That's why that's why that saying came into, I'd rather live now and pay later. They know. I'm going to live now, but when I get the hell out of here, oh my God.
Right.
But see, the thing is, you don't know what's coming for you. A lot of them do. Like there was some bald-headed white dude that's known worldwide for satanic everything. Guess what the last thing that punk said?
Uh-oh, what?
And I'm not joking. Hey, everybody, look it up. There's a bald-headed white dude that's world-known for doing satanic junk, and he wrote books, tapes, people, millions of people, whites followed his dumbass, and the whole nine. When he was getting the hell out of here, and I'm not joking, the last thing he said was, oh, my God, what have I done? And his ass dipped.
Wow.
Okay. So you I'm not even joking, and you can look that up. You can look it up. I'm laughing right now because it makes me laugh. That punk, the last words that he said was, what have I done?
Wow.
Oh, my God, what have I done? Hey, punk, here it is now. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. And kick his ass right down the hole.
Mm-hmm.
All that crap, all that money you were getting and leading people and doing all that ugly crap, guess what? Hooray for you. Yay. Look what happens right now. And that was his last ass words. That junk makes me laugh. I told you, I love to see people get what's coming to them. When you're bad and you're doing ugly, don't look back, dude. Accept it and go on your way. That's why I try to tell people, don't be bad and don't be ugly. Because when the shit hits the fan, I don't want to hear crap out of your mouth. Nothing. Get what's coming to you. And that's what you need to do. Lance. No, you're crazy. He got on. No, seriously.
No, I'm zoned out. I'm listening to you. I'm zoned out.
Because you know what? When you're striking to do bad and you think you're on top, and then next you know someone unveils it and you find out this is it, hey, don't look back. God, y'all have mercy on me, please, dude. Good luck.
Right.
Good luck.
Don't punk out now.
No, seriously, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The hell with that. The hell with that. Get your behind in there and get what's coming to you. Just like those stupid zookeepers. They're beating those lions and hitting them and making them do tricks. The minute that when the lion says, I had enough, and he turn around and rip your ass apart in that damn cage as you're doing the show, don't look crazy. Somebody help me, please. Help me, please.
Oh, God.
No, yeah, help me, please. No, seriously, hey, dude, you should have been messing with him.
Exactly.
That animal's not just, he's not here for you to be hitting and making him. You're making millions off his little back.
I know. Got him caged up in an unnatural environment, doing what you want to him.
Going through changes, living in some damn 9x9 cage.
Shoot.
You think throwing some junk in his cage and rubbing him, and then when he comes out, you're hitting him with sticks and making him lift his leg and crap. Hey, come on, dude. There's going to be a point when that ends. It's going to end, and you're going to get what's coming to you.
That's right.
And when that punk jumps off that podium and lands on you and starts tearing you up, and they're trying to spray him with water, and he doesn't get off your ass, okay.
Like water's really going to do something.
Yeah, oh, trust me, they spray him and hit him. Stop, so-and-so. Oh, that lion's killing. He's killing your ass tonight. That's it. Who cares? Okay,
Right.
Know what you're doing. Don't be that person. Okay, and I love stuff like that. I love it. I promise you.
Yeah, because it's a testimony to the world we live in righteously, the righteous
That's
order.
what I'm trying to tell you, dude. I'm not even joking. I love when people get served that are trying to do the ugliest stuff they can do. You're trying to hurt, destroy people's lives, go through this, that, and the other. I love it. When I was a manager at Hard Rock Cafe, and I'm not even joking. I think I told you this. But if I didn't, here it goes. There was a man. This is when I had the roommate, when I told you about the grandpa that slipped and broke his hip, and he went to the spirit world.
Yeah.
Edward.
Mm-hmm.
We worked at Hard Rock together. And that dude was he was the nicest dude. I mean, we used to laugh and play, but everybody gravitated towards him. Everyone, black, white, you name it. In Hard Rock, you had to be in a certain, like if you're a busser or a server or maintenance or whatever, then they have like some annual thing and they call you a Hard Rock hero. If you stand out above everyone.
Right.
He won Hard Rock hero in 2 categories.
Dang.
Which I'm trying to tell you, that's how nice that guy was. To where nobody to this date has ever gotten 2 of those. The manager that hired him went on vacation and got Hard Rock hero on 2 categories. When that manager got back, he was so pissed that dude got that. He demoted him to a busser.
Are you serious?
I promise you. Edward was making at that time, he was making like $600 a week. He demoted him to a busser to where he was like making maybe $200 a week, $215 or so, if you save your
Wow.
money. And I'm not joking. I don't even want to say this to be ugly, but it's the truth. Next you know, that punk went home to his nice-ass house in Windermere and went to scoop a toy out of the pool. And if you don't believe me, anybody that doesn't believe me, go to Hard Rock right now. They'll have a picture of that dude.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I told you, I'm not making up any crap. Go to Hard Rock right now and ask who was the manager that got struck. Okay, he reached in that pool to get a toy out, and lightning struck and killed his ass. It took that punk out. You try to destroy someone else's life,
and you know,
and thought it was all good, and went to your ugly house with your ugly wife and them,
right,
and scooped a toy out the pool and got struck by lightning and got killed.
Even though you have to be very careful, and Orlando in Central Florida is the lightning capital of North America, you know how hard and what the odds are to getting actually struck by lightning. So that definitely is a case of karma being that wonderful bitch.
Thank you. No, I'm being bone-ass real. Because Edward was so devastated by that. They literally took that dude's car. He was devastated. He couldn't believe, and he kept asking, what have I done? What have I done? And nobody had an answer. They would, of course, the masses looking like, hey, we know he ain't do nothing, but we ain't going to go against him.
Right.
And everybody's looking sad. And I said, that punk's going to pay, dude. I said, don't worry about it. That dude was, that's one of the first people I've ever seen literally devastated by the actions of someone's ugly hands.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And that dude and I'm not kidding, when he got struck and killed, we came to work, and all these old stupid people, he cried.
What?
And we were like,
you don't cry when justice is served.
Oh, trust me.
But did they cry for when that guy got demoted? You understand? This is a real thing.
That's right. But guess what? It was, that's when I told you that ignorance and that sheep. When you're a little sheep loser, you run behind that nonsense until a bullet hits you, hit somebody. Now you scatting back like, oh, shit. Okay, that dude, he knew what he was doing, and he came back, he did it. He literally hurt that dude on almost every level. If it wasn't for all me, him, and his brothers being there, he would have been out. If he lived by himself, he would have been homeless. That's how far that jump hit him. He literally wiped that dude's money out of his pocket. Next thing you know, we came to work, and they were sitting there crying and acting up. We were like, yeah, okay, what happened? And we were going to have something because the guy, I don't want to say his name is Jeff, but whatever that loser's name was. And they were like, and they said the story, and I'm sorry, but I burst out laughing for a minute. I just cackled. I didn't but I was like, it just made me like crack up. I just started cracking up. Everybody looked at me like, you a beast. And I'm thinking, the hell with that? I'm not no beast. You better check what happened. And they looked, because some of the people were like, man, I can't believe you snickered when that happened. And it's not, I didn't snicker about nothing, but you don't see what the hell really transpired in this whole damn deal. That dude tried to hurt somebody, and he accomplished it, but what did he come out in the end? He lost. Not even a week later, that dude went and got struck by lightning out of the blue and killed? Who do you know that reaches in the pool to get a toy with you know how you have those sticks? They have like the pole to grab the toy out when you can't reach it?
Right.
Lightning hit that and took his behind. And I said, there you go. That's good enough for him. That's good enough for him. And that's not being ugly. But you know what, dude? You literally focused on trying to screw someone over.
Right. And lost yours now. Lost your life.
There you go. That's why I try to tell people, hey, look, dude, as much as you're jumping up trying to make people miserable on a job or trying to hurt somebody and take someone down, if you step across the street and get hit and killed right now, what did you gain?
Right.
Nothing. You didn't gain a damn thing out of trying to take someone out for nothing. If you have to protect yourself because someone's literally coming at you, I can understand that, but don't take it to the hole.
Right.
Protect yourself.
Right.
But you don't dance up and try to I'm going to take that girl, I'm going to take her man from her, or I'm going to steal that girl from him, or I'm going to try to get this job position or whatever. Those things aren't real, dude. If it's not you, it's not you. Who gives a damn?
Right.
I don't give a damn if someone didn't deserve the position, but they gave it to them because of color, race, or they've been there for 18 years. Guess what? Who gives a shit?
Right.
As long as I'm getting my money and I can move on or I can go get another job or do whatever you have to do.
But why don't people do that? I mean, they get so caught up in...
Because that's the way this program is set up to make you... Okay, in school, when you're little, what do they teach you? Sally's the best reader. So-and-so's the best this. They make you compete against each other to where you little asses become little monsters. Seriously, you see kids becoming little monsters over bullcrap. Seriously.
You're so right.
I'm being honest. Why can't y'all play, have a good time, learn, and keep going? But they're teaching you, the prettiest one in the class is little Molly, or the so-and-so most athletic is little Kevin, and all this stuff. You're making people strive for junk, and you're dividing people from a young age. Okay, why can't y'all all have a good time, learn? Okay, some are going to be on a better learning level than the others, but you still let everyone keep going. You don't break down the prettiest girl in high school is so-and-so. Okay, first of all, she's not the prettiest one in school, but since she's this color, you're going to say she is. Or because of this, that, and the other, you're going to say he's the most athletic. That dude's not athletic. There's dudes that'll throw that cat around like he's garbage. No, and this is true. And
Right.
I've seen this. And I'm like, wow, man, why do you put people in brackets to make people try to attain goals that are nothing?
Nothing at all. Have no relevance.
And I'm being totally honest. Okay, who made you guys get to the championship? I guarantee you it wasn't his ass. It wasn't him. But you got him there as the most athletic. That's impossible. If I'm not mistaken, Tyrone ran 218 yards to get your ass to the damn championship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but this dude doesn't have nothing to do with that, but he's the most athletic. You know, that means you're a joke.
Right.
This is why, from little, they set crap up. Oh, the best reader is Sally.
Let me tell you what they used to do in the bodybuilding contests. You'd go to these competitions in small little hick towns or places dominated by, Caucasians, and it shouldn't really matter. It's about the best body.
That's right.
I've been in competitions where I got the most muscular, I got the best legs, the best chest, the best arms, the best abdominals, best overall condition, but somebody else won.
Okay, come on, dude. Stop playing now.
Yes. And back in the day, late 70s, early 80s in bodybuilding contests, they would always do that. Before they announce who won the show, if you had down to the finalists, like about 5 or 6 white guys and one black guy, and the black guy really deserved it, because sometimes they didn't, and it was fair, it was okay. But the times when, and Robbie Robertson will tell you this, he knew it when all of a sudden, before they started announcing the placings and who won, when they started giving out the body part trophies or the most muscular, when you heard your name as a black man in a white dominated competition and you got the most muscular, that's a consolation prize. You knew that you didn't win. Most muscular, LanceScurv. Best legs, LanceScurv. Best chest, LanceScurv. Best stomach, my back wasn't my best body part, so somebody else would get that. But I'd walk away with, toward when I was really, really good, I'd walk away with all of those, and I knew that I got second or third place. How do you win all of that? You see, so really, it's like when you go on these jobs in corporate America, and they say, oh, yes, we have a problem, call Betty, the black woman, right? We have this problem, call Betty. We have that problem, call Betty. Well, Betty's the boss? No. Becky's the boss. But wait a second, how come we're always calling Betty? You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how it is. And when you expect that out of their system, then I'm not saying to expect it like to lower your standards, but you understand that your standards should not be dependent on their order. Excel from within anyway.
Let me cut you off real quick.
Yeah.
And it's not, I'm going to tell you, as we go further, just like you said, unfortunately, guess what happens? A lot of people do lower their standards due to the fact of you want to find out how to win on somebody else's game that you don't have to do that.
Yeah, sadly.
And that's the damn problem. And see, a lot of people don't know, and I'm not going to say younger or whatever because there's no younger bullcrap. A lot of people don't realize what people that were born in the 70s, the 60s, and the 50s had to go through with this kind of racist nonsense.
Right.
Okay, when I played football, and I'm not even joking. Okay, I'm 5'11".
Mm-hmm.
I got down. I played football. I'm hype as heck. I tried out for football. At first, they were like, and then during the winter practice, like spring practice, they were like, hell no. Because we didn't even no, seriously, because we didn't do anything. We literally didn't do anything. And they were like, no, because it's like they already had the team set from last year.
Right.
So they're like, nah, we ain't, whatever. And nobody was there except for the team from last year. But then when they had the fall tryouts and it came down to that 40-yard dash, that broke me in. And now I ran a 4.3 in the 40. That's when they were like, okay, get his behind up here. But the thing is, people don't realize I have a mouth on me. Okay, when you start talking crap, I'm going to have the rebuttal. And it wasn't like no big mouth, like I'm a fool. I always have the answer for what you're talking about. You're going to say this, I'm going to say that. And then they're looking like, who in the hell is this nigger? But then you have all the other blacks standing over there being like, oh, he ain't with us, boss. So guess what? It isolated me. But I showed out so bad that they're like, okay, as much as we can't stand them, we need them.
Right.
But then it turned into the thing of course, you need me, but now it's me versus you.
Right.
I promise you, and this, I don't want to say it's good or bad because technically I don't know, but when you try me, there's no letting off. When you try me and you say, let's draw blood, I'm coming after you.
Exactly. And you know how many people are afraid to do that?
And that's the problem. A lot of people are afraid to do that crap. Those blacks were looking at me on the side. They were looking at me like, man, you the one. But in front of the other little people, they were like, God dang, man, we're going to keep our mouth shut. And you don't have to say nothing in my behalf because I'm showing it in my behalf.
Right.
I played tennis. Me and my sister were the only blacks on the tennis team.
Mm-hmm.
And she showed me how to play tennis, and I dominated everyone. ASAP. I'm serious. Those people were so pissed that a black was kicking ass. They would try. Either you had to gel in or you weren't going to be in. And guess what? I'm not going to be in because there's nothing you can do to me. No matter which way you cut it, I'm winning and I'm better than you. Tell me to get off the team. Who gives a crap? What is that doing for me? Nothing. It doesn't hurt me. I didn't say I was going to be in the Olympics in tennis. I just know I'm whipping the shit out of you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hooray for me. Swimming was another one. When they said Submariner, you looked at me. You think I'm not even joking. I'm telling you. three and a half laps underwater, no problem. Grown people used to bet me that's impossible. You could do it, and I should get up there and do it. I used to swim. There's a guy that went to Embry-Riddle. He showed me how to swim Olympic style, and that's what actually pushed me over the edge to beat everybody.
Wow.
To where even in school, when they're training you in swimming class, they couldn't even keep up because they didn't know where I got that from. They were just looking at me.
It was natural, but they helped to activate it.
When you learn how to swim Olympic style, I was already bad, but when he put that on it, it enhanced that.
Right.
And those people were so pissed to where the black people were looking at me like, nigga, because no blacks were swimming. No blacks were playing tennis. It was me, my sister, and some other dude named Chris, who was a Cartwright. And when it came to football, we were there, but I was the only one that was standing out where it was like, okay, now all of a sudden you guys know I'm good, but since the coaches are trying to trip, you're getting pissed about it. Oh, man, well, I don't want no hands on this. He's on his own. Guess what? You're absolutely right. I am on my own, and I don't care about being on my own. As long as you are losing to me, you can tell me to get the hell off the team. That's what that does to me. Nothing. You know what makes me laugh about you and the bodybuilding thing? If you ever looked up, because, like I told you, my cousin played football for UCF.
Right.
He was a standout. He loves bodybuilding. So he always keeps himself in shape. There's it was a DVD and a video of Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's called something Iron.
Pumping Iron.
Okay, there you go. Boom. There you have it. And you see when Lou Ferrigno was with him, Lou Ferrigno
so subservient.
Won the whole competition. Hands down. Lou was bigger and more cut up than he could ever be.
Right.
But the fact of Arnold being popular with the crowd, and he had his hand up, that's why his coach kept telling him, the coach of Lou Ferrigno was like, hey, get close to him, because when you stand next to him, everybody
it dwarfs him.
How little. That's right. And
that was his father,
That was his son. The coach was Lou Ferrigno's son, right?
No, the coach was Lou Ferrigno's father.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. That's exactly right. And so when you saw Lou compared to Arnold didn't look like nothing.
Exactly. But you know what, though? Lou Ferrigno was in awe of Arnold because of his young age at the time.
Yeah, but the thing is, exactly. He was, but at the same time, the thing of them giving Arnold the favor over him when they knew Arnold wasn't on that level,
right,
was the thing of how people cheat.
Mm-hmm.
They cheated for him, and they gave him that. And guess what? I don't think Arnold competed after that.
No, he did. He did several times, and he came back in 1980. But that was, I think it was like 75. That was 75, and then he retired, and he came back in 1980 and really didn't deserve to win. He looked terrible. He shouldn't even have made the top 6, but they gave it to him because that's all. It's politics. It's politics.
Exactly.
Business and politics.
That's that nonsense that people don't get. Okay, there's a lot of dudes that graduated high school that should have gone to college, and then you could try to go to the NFL after that. But they didn't. They got you championships in your little schools and all these sports. But guess what? You never gave them nothing. After that, they went right to the corner.
Yeah.
They wound up having to work at this store's house, warehouse, or whatever. They never got what they deserved due to the fact of you rolled their back until you got what you wanted out of them. But then the other cats that shouldn't have been there, you gave them what they wanted.
Right.
And those kind of things, that's nonsense to me. This is why I tell people, hey, little black people, hey, stop playing, man. It's not about black, white, Puerto Rican, or whatever. Like I said, all you have to do is find out who's who. It's going to end that whole damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only black. Everybody came from blacks, and blacks originated in Africa and all the whole nine. You're going to be surprised on the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
These people are telling you what you want, that what they don't know. The bad thing is, here's the real schematic of this. you're literally learning from someone that doesn't know shit. I'm being honest. As blunt as you could put it, you're literally learning from people that don't know a damn thing. But you knew before them that now they're trying to teach. Okay, right now the average Joe doesn't know shit, but you taught them. They beat the hell out of you and took you over here, and now they're trying to reteach you on something that they don't know. It's the truth.
That's something.
Exactly. It's as simple as that. I'm telling you out of my own mouth. They're teaching you that stuff they learned from you, but now that you don't know what you were supposed to know, now they're trying to tell you, I'm your teacher. And that's about, I'm being totally...
Oh, no, I'm laughing because you're right.
They don't know nothing. Okay, saying that you didn't know because your people, you got cut off from your people, so how are you going to know? Okay, they broke that bond. And now they're telling you, oh, that was primitive and nobody knew shit back then. We were whipping your asses. We're better than you. But this is what you need to know. And now you got your eyes wide open saying what that is. Okay, boom. The bottom line is the stuff they try to take from you and your people and try to bridge that gap to where you'll never know nothing. It's not complete, but at the same time, it's happening. There's a big gap of where you don't know what the hell is you.
Right.
You don't know what's you, what you're about, the whole nine, because they took that part out, and now you're here. But on the natural side, your abilities keep showing up. So instead of them saying, hey, oh, shit, they're like, hey, we're going to do something to stop it. So train them to be ignorant with it. Train them to entertain us with it. Train them to be a fool with it, with their abilities. Train them to be an asshole with it.
Let them become intoxicated with it.
No, if you become intoxicated with your real abilities, there's a problem.
No, I'm saying them. I said let them become intoxicated with the things that are of us, and they'll run themselves off the road.
Oh, they can't handle it. So
right, exactly.
What they have to do is try to steer you to be a fool. Okay, there's a song back. What was it, like about 3 or 4 years ago? Crap, I can't even think of the name of it. It was really popular. It is the girl's name is Lordy. And pull that song up, and she's literally going to tell, but you know you don't hear from her now because guess what? She took her money. They told her to keep coming with the junk, and she said, I'm good. She just took her money and dipped. She didn't want to join that program. It's a white girl. It's a white girl called Lordy, and the name of the song is called, I can't even think it's called.
It'll hit you.
Like, I'll be your ruler. And that stuff. And when she starts speaking that, listen to what she's saying in that song. And she's literally telling you, we can't match you, but as long as we rule you, you're our slave. You're basically our slave. We don't have what you have, but if I rule you, what are you going to do? You have to obey. And listen to that song, and it's going to tell you. And I started laughing. I said, there you have it. There you have it again. And that song is really popular. Her name is Lordy. Okay, but you don't hear about her now, like I said, because she took, when they started trying to get upon her, I guess she decided, hey, I'll take my little however much money and I'm hauling ass.
Yeah, she's not going to get caught up in all that blood sacrifice business.
That's right, but she got paid a full because that song is, I like the song, but at the same time, listen to the words, everyone. Listen to those words. Like I told you, the fifth dimension. Why do you think this year is going by so quick? Why do you think May is going by so quick? Okay, as we talked about May Day, and I told you back, and I said there's going to be some mass bloodshed. Look what happened. Ariana Grande is on there right now. They're playing on the news just to let you know, hey, so a bunch of people got killed over here. These people are not playing. I told you, I don't have to make it up. All you have to do is look.
Right.
Look. Okay, May Day is May Day. Okay, Memorial Day. What is a memorial? If you have a memorial for someone, what does that mean?
I know. Yep.
Okay,
they're gone. That's right.
That's right. Someone's out of here. Okay, how does Memorial Day kick in? That's almost funny. And then you guys are blowing horns for people talking about, oh, yeah, this is for the veterans that fought for this country and they're dead. Okay, why don't you blow the horn to help people that are still here that fought for this country?
I know. Is that something?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to.
Do we have to be dead to be acknowledged?
Yeah, exactly. And see, and that's that stupidity, because guess what? When you're dead, you're not dead.
Right.
But what are you going to claim? But you can claim it, because believe me, you keep doing enough damage, the spirits get together and they're going to start attacking and doing shit.
They don't want to hear that talk. Why are you trying to scam BlueStar?
No, seriously, that's where you see a lot of stuff kicking off, and people always yap about, the hurricanes. Well, the hurricanes always come from Africa. They come right up from that coast and come right on up and start tearing up shit.
Mm-hmm. And they want to dismiss that. Oh, it's an old wives' tale. How are you saying something like this?
Everything's always a wives' tale until you get your ass handed to you. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, and that's why I told
right.
That's why we laugh about, like you and I talk, and, people try to spook people. Oh, you shouldn't do this. Oh, don't believe in that because this, that, and the other. Yeah, because guess what? You don't want someone to know stuff. That's why black people are so spooky. They beat and whip the shit out of you to make you scared. No, seriously, they did. They beat black people and got you spooked on everything. Black people are scared of every.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. For real.
Mouse, water, you name it. Blacks are scared of damn near everything. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't sweep my feet and all this bullshit. Yeah, come on, dude. You making me laugh.
You got that voice where you don't sweep my feet.
Yeah, because that's all those jigaboo shit.
Exactly.
Oh, you done sprinkled salt on my damn hand, Lord have mercy. Hey, come on.
That's some funny stuff, man.
Yeah, because guess what? Your power is better than that. And these people got you spooked so deep in the nonsense. No, you making me laugh.
But look, I hear that voice all the time. We got drivers, we got passengers, we got, and they're always, I know you don't want to do that. You're going to end up in trouble. What trouble?
You know yeah, come on, man.
Why are you looking at the boss man like you so angry? I'm walking strong, I'm walking positive, but we can't do that because the boss man might get angry.
Ruffle no feathers of who?
Yeah. We don't want to rock the boat around here. We got some good now. Here's that laugh.
And you like, God dang, dude. I said, you guys serious? That kind of stuff takes me to the hole. There's a guy that works with me because it's only me, him, and one little Haitian cat. And this guy's from America, little brother. But every time you say, hey, remember when so-and-so happened, and you just find everybody, oh, man, I ain't see nothing. I don't even know what you're talking about. I said, to where now I'm calling him a jigaboo, and I'm making his ass look embarrassed in front of all those people, to where he's looking like, now I'm scared to answer anything, or I'm scared to say whatever I need to say. Due to the fact, yeah, man, because guess what? You know what you saw, but then when we mention something, we say, hey, so-and-so did this. Remember that so-and-so? And he's like, shoot, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
Come on, fetching. What do you call it?
Step and fetch it.
Yeah, that old jigaboo chicken George junk. Cut that crap out, dude.
Exactly.
Nobody said to give a testimony. You just say, yeah, that did happen.
Right.
Boom. You're good. You're good to go. Good to go. To where now everybody's looking at him like, bro, you a nigger. And I'm like,
but see,
now you're gonna wear that badge.
When those types show their hand, I dismiss them. They don't exist to me. I mean, no, really. And so people think that I'm so cruel for making it where that these certain entities just don't exist to me. It's not like you can just be that way and have that in your makeup, because, see, you'll screw me over out of your own fear or
Right.
throw me under the bus. And once a grown man or woman shows their hand like that, I don't even have to let them know that I know. They just won't have a chance to execute their coonish ways on me. It's not going to happen.
Exactly. Okay, and what made me and him, now he's like, oh, you a good dude. I'm like, whatever, boy. But the thing, no, seriously, and I mean it. I can't play with you on no nonsense.
Exactly.
Okay, the thing is, one day we were shorthanded. It was he, the Jigaboo, me, and some Puerto Rican cat. We got so swamped to where the Jigaboo was literally doing 3 people's job.
Wow.
He was making it happen. Seriously, because I was on me doing my stuff. The little Puerto Rican dude was messing up his shit for real. And it was like me and him were kicking ass. But he was jumping up and doing 3 people's jobs. After that, there's the little general manager telling the Puerto Rican, "Yo, my God, we're going to start making you work at night. If it wasn't for you, this." And I said, "Hold on, dude." I said, first of all, he was the one that was making things go down. I said, you need to thank him, which is a Jigaboo. I said, he's the one that was doing 3 people's job and made this happen. I said, that's the hero right there.
Right.
Oh, my God. Yeah, and I'm looking like this, eat shit, because I don't like you, that's bullcrap. After that, no, seriously, man, because you know what time it is, you little loser. You know that dude didn't have nothing to do with that success.
Right.
That boy was jumping back and forth and doing all that crap to where we would have lost if it wasn't for him.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're going to jump up with the little Puerto Rican dude and try to tell him he's the one. And I stomped that out. Next you know, boom. The next day, the word got out that I jumped up and saved his ass. Or put the word out that he wasn't, it wasn't so-and-so. It was that little Jigaboo. And then he said, I don't even know what you're talking about. I ain't remember saying. And I said, that nigger just turned. You just turned, boy. And he's there trying to, he said that, and the other. And I said, okay, guess what? That should have never happened again. It'll never happen again. I'll never say the day for you again, because you turned around and act like I was just some old disgruntled fool. When I was telling everybody, you're the one that literally saved the day. And I said, I bet it up. So now, as in we go into work now, and we do stuff, anytime it comes to him, or he tries to say, you remember that, or this, that, and the other, I don't say a damn word. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're on your own 2 little weak legs. And then people, like I said, you come at me, it's a different story. But if not, don't worry about it.
Wow.
Don't even sweat that. And that's, he's a nice dude. But this cat's from New York. That's what makes it even worse. It makes it even worse. You're from New York. A lot of New Yorkers stand up for themselves when things are not going right. This cat is acting like he's scared as all heck breaking loose. So me, it's like, okay, don't even worry about it. Next time, stand on your own 2 little feet. And now, tonight was a prime example of him wobbling on his weak legs. And I just didn't jump up and say nothing. And the funny thing is, everybody looked at me, back at me, to see if there was any confirmation with it. And I just didn't say nothing. I was looking the other way. I didn't even look. Okay, let him swim on his own little feet. And see what he has to do. Otherwise, they don't worry about it. Yeah, those are people. Like I said, there's certain people you can support, and certain people you like. Hey,
right.
Good luck.
That's right.
And he's one of those good luck people. You're not. Yeah, because your objective is to jump out and hang out and drink with them and play with them. You're trying to fit in. I don't need to do that. Hey, you gonna come out and hang with us?
No.
No, I gotta go.
Right.
Yeah, it's no problem. Or I'll hurry up and do my stuff, and I'll just leave.
Right. Right.
Oh, come out and hang with us. Because, sometimes I cut up and say crazy crap on the job. So they're like, hey.
So they like it, yeah.
Yeah, you need to hang out with us. No, I actually don't.
Right.
What No, because it's not to be like I'm above you or nothing. We literally don't have anything in common.
Right.
So I don't really want to entertain that nonsense.
Right.
What you guys are going to do? Piss me off?
No, but see, they'll gain and you'll lose.
I mean, one, I never let nobody know about my business or my life anyway.
Right. Right.
So the only thing you're going to do is make me mad. You're going to keep saying stupid stuff amongst each other, and that kind of stuff actually pisses me off. I don't like stupid stuff.
No, right. I can't.
Like us hanging and playing and laughing, that's fun.
Right.
But just trivial ignorance, someone trying to act like they're smart, like we have some little white dude that thinks he's sarcastic yet witty.
Oh,
and come on now. And he was like, one day he was like, you just don't understand the level. I said, dude, there's no level for you.
Right.
With me, I said, amongst them, you're probably the king of stupidity.
Right.
You're garbage. I said, look at you. And I started beating down the way he looked and the way he was presenting himself. Me and that dude don't speak to this day unless it's professional.
Well, he got an assessment that was correct, and
there you go. And that's all.
What he should have did was accept it coming from you and improve upon it, and even ask you some advice. Say, hey, you were real with him,
No, believe me, as high as he stepped with that nonsense, the only thing you could do is hit him and watch him drop.
Yeah.
He's one of those dudes. He's one of the little white dudes that thinks this whatever he says is funny. When everybody's like, I clapped. No, seriously, I clapped him up so quick, and it was so easy.
And you get those other guys, like you said. You was funny.
So why am I going toe to toe with a peasant? I said, you're a peasant to me. I said, all that partying and drinking, game talk you're doing. I said, that's irrelevant to me. I said, you don't have nothing to offer nobody. I said, you don't even have anything to offer your wife.
Right.
I can't even, and technically, it's the truth. I said, technically, I can't believe you're married. That's what I told him. I said, anyone and I'm not joking. I'm just trying to tell you. I said, anyone that married you, their esteem must be as low as dirt. And he was looking at me like, you nigger. But guess what? You can't come and beat me. What are you going to do, try to fight me? And I'm going to beat the hell out of you? You're going to lose. I'll say something to make you want to step up and get what you want. Seriously, he is so low. Anyone that if I show you a picture of him, you're going to be everybody that would listen. If I showed a picture of him, you would be like, that's a pedophile. Seriously, that dude is not, he's such trash. He's a trash Giorgio that thinks that his wit and his ignorance or always trying to down people wins, but you tangle with the wrong person this time. And I chopped him up so bad that he was like, okay, you know what? You won, but I'll hit you so hard. I said the stuff about his family. I can't believe you're married. And it's the truth. Anyone that would marry something like you, it's like you, I don't even want to disrespect, like a homeless, no, seriously, a homeless person. But I don't mean like,
Right. I understand what you mean. You're not putting them down, but it's
okay,
exactly.
Yeah. If some chick just said, I love you and I'm going to marry you, and married you, and you're a grimy ass loser, what chick in her right mind would actually die down to marry some bum scum like that?
Exactly.
Okay, boom. And that's what I told her. I said, evidently her esteem must be nothing to marry somebody like you. I said, dude, you're at the bottom. And that dude was looking at me like, I can't even believe this dude just said this to me. And I mean, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I need to hear some more. Because I'll chop you up with this nonsense. And that dude was looking like, oh my God. Where now when we talk, he does not say anything unless it's pertaining to work with me. Anything else, other joker wise or saying that so-called witty and other stuff that you said you were, I knocked it down.
Right.
Dude, you're trash. This is one thing that people get on my nerves with. It's good to have a good time because I'm 1,000% on that.
Right.
Me
too.
Trust me, I can cut up with the best of them. I'm going to go to the bathroom. But no, I'm being honest. I could cut up. If all of us hung out, you'd be like, that's enough for me. I'm telling you, I have a good time. And
Trust me, I'm a fool now.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you, you know, I could cut up with the best of them. I'm telling you, I had people squat down and run out because they had to piss. But one thing I don't like is people trying to hurt people to make themselves look bigger. Okay, and evidently in school you were a loser, so now you're trying to use this junk to spin around and with people, you know, you honed in a little skill set of, you know, if I'm not athletic or whatever, I'm going to be the guy that says uncouth stuff to make people feel bad, but it's funny at the same time. Those things don't work with me. You don't say stuff to try to take nobody down. If you want to say it, be prepared to get the repercussions of it. You know, those are the way I look at a lot of stuff. One thing I tell anyone at any point in time, never seek to hurt nobody until they ask for it. No, I don't mean like in that instant. If you see someone's gunning to literally constantly take you down or hurt you, turn around and defend yourself.
That's right.
Whether it be a prayer or say, you know what, let me compose myself and put something together. Because, you know, a lot of people can't come off the hip and say something verbally.
Right.
That comes out correctly. You know, a lot of people pop out and it's MF and this or BITCH. I'm going to slap the S out of you. You say one more thing to me and I'm going to do this, that, and the other. You know, and when you're amongst other people, that's when it comes into you're the problem versus what they just said. So you have to systematically be able to tell someone what the hell they need to know in 3 to 4 seconds, but be direct with it.
Right.
Like I told you, I can hurt someone's feelings ASAP, and nobody's going to be able to have a rebuttal about it.
Exactly. Well, you have to go in and smash them totally when they deserve it, you know?
And that's why I try to tell people, you know, that turn the other cheek.
There is no
stuff.
Right.
That's fantasy.
See, in my mind, there is no soft punch. Like, I'm punching you, but I'm just going to punch you soft to get the point. Any punch I throw is to take your head off. And I don't mean just like physically. Yeah, I mean anything. If you bring me to the point of fight doesn't mean like, okay, we're fighting in the first gear, second gear, third gear. No, fight means fight.
Right.
I'm at this point, you're at this point, you believe in yourself, I believe in myself. It's only one gear, fight. Right. And I'm expecting for you to take my head off or whatever, and you need to expect that I feel the same way. Now, if I'm overblown in my assessment of my abilities, I'm going to find out real quick. But if not, you're going to find out real. I'm not saying you, but that asshole who thinks like that. Because for me to get to the point of physically going at it when it comes for that means all of the means have been exhausted. You see what I mean? Right. I'm a very cerebral person, but people got me as some brute. Like, man, I hate to see, you know, no. We wouldn't get to that point. But you know, that's how the world thinks, man. That's how the world thinks.
Exactly. But the bad, okay, like we spoke about before, one of the worst things I could do, I could not imagine you getting up and having to give someone what they didn't want. No, I'm being honest. Seriously. I promise to God, the next time you probably see that person, they'll be wearing a dashiki and telling everybody how Islam and everything else is the best you're gonna. No, seriously, I'm being bone real. Bone real. If you ever, I laugh about it, but you think if someone actually knew you and you had to really get up and just get a hold of somebody, I promise you, as tough as they claim they were, I guarantee you're going to see that jump right out the window. Everybody's going to see, I saw him leave.
But you know what, though?
That frame left, and you turned into the real punk you really are.
Right.
People don't realize when it comes to, like I said, certain people, as much as you think, oh, TV, or you're seeing the greatest star ever, you don't realize that dude is standing right next to you. That powerhouse that you worshiping on TV, that dude's better than that cat. But he happens to be at this job or whatever. Oh, nobody can stop Iron Mike. Mike Tyson is technically, to me, the best fighter ever.
Right.
But do you know in the world there's other little real Mike Tyson
Exactly.
that are in prison or walking the street, they're working at 7-Eleven or a convenience store or whatever they're doing. You didn't know because guess what? He never got a chance.
Smoking a blunt and drinking a 40 and may not have the discipline, but has the ability to put it all together.
Potential has been because
squandered. Yes.
That's where there you have it. So you don't all that stuff. Oh, Usain Bolt's the fastest dude. I guarantee you, there's someone.
Oh, right.
Than him.
There's somebody. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hands down.
Might be somebody running after a bus.
Yeah, no, it'll make him look sick.
Right.
Exactly. And that dude's on the number 8 right now.
Exactly. Or somewhere out in Kenya, just running for fun.
Okay. There you go. You don't. That's the thing. You don't know who stands beside you. Oh man, look at that dude. He can't do nothing. Next night he wound up putting 3 of you down.
Right.
Because you made a mistake. And you're like, damn, I didn't even know he was in shape. That goddamn, he hurt. Okay, guess what? You tried the wrong person. Don't underestimate people and don't judge people on their appearance and nothing else. Even with guys and girls and girls and guys, hey, that girl may look like, oh man, she ain't nothing. Look at her, she got a little weight on. Oh, that girl ain't shit. That girl will be the best woman in your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Best woman in your entire life. Oh, he ain't dressing like his pants hanging. He ain't acting like no damn gangster. He a nigga. I don't need no nerd-ass dude. That dude will take care of you for the rest of your damn life. Because you're so stupid running behind garbage, you didn't know better. Okay, don't deal with people because you see or think they're nobodies. Everybody, almost everyone is a somebody. Like I told you, there's only a few, and it's a few people that are literally here just to fill a gap. And they're going to, when they leave, they just disappear into nothing. No doubt. No doubt on that one. But people have a purpose. You're not serving your purpose because once you get caught up in our famous matrix, seriously, you lose your purpose. And like I said, if you don't select to be here, when you come here oblivious. Then you have to be woken up.
That's right.
You come here oblivious. Like I told you, as me and you were talking about, is a lot of people are born, and next you know, they're like, yeah, man, I remember when I was 8, 9. You're like, damn, what happened between the other years?
Right. Moves fast.
You don't remember none of that?
I never thought I would say 54 years old. I'm like, 54? You mean I passed 50 plus another Olympics? 4 years?
Hey, but dude, I'm telling you, look, if you get on there and you see you look like you're 35, 36 maybe.
Thank you, brother.
36. You look in that bracket, I promise you don't look an ounce of what you just said. I'll put paper on that. You look like you're, like I told you, 35, maybe 36.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason you say 35 or 36 is because the way you present yourself. You don't present yourself as immature. When you see authority. So you're like, okay, he's grown. That's a grown man.
Right. And I appreciate the words, man, and the assessment.
No, it's the truth. You see a grown man, you don't see no little scrub or some little worn out roach or nothing. Yeah. You see some of these things.
I'm trying to be cool, but you are a comedian.
No, I'm being totally honest, man. You see some people, you're like, wow, that dude is a dud. But when you get on there, you see you, and you're like, okay, that's legitimate, but that's a grown man. You look like you're 35 to 36.
Thank you, brother.
Seriously.
Thank you.
You don't look anywhere past that. I'll put paper on that.
Well, when I drop a little weight, I look a little younger. So, but I'm not focusing on that part. It's just that I know my spirit's a certain way, and I'm always looking forward to the next level. And like I said, my home and look at it. I came in after work, and we've been here talking. Let me see how long we've been here. We talked before it, but we've been on this particular recording for 2 hours and 53 minutes. I'm gonna wrap it down, but I'm just gonna say that even then, like, okay, this is a spiritual journey. I'm home. I'm fatigued from earlier, yes, because I was fatigued from the night before and the whole weekend. But this is not attached to my body, so I don't feel it. So my body will rest, but my spirit is jump started. It's quickened now. So when my body catches up and rests, when I wake up, I have all of this to think about and all of this to feast on because it elevated me. And see, that's what people don't understand. They focus on the gym so much. Look, I know all about it. I took it further than most who run past me on the road or ride the bus and go to the gym. I took it past those levels in just
I know, I saw your pictures.
Yeah, in just a few years. Naturally. So for me, the real deal is the balance. Because when you have the balance, you can go further than if you just focus on the one thing. And that's what many people who are going to the gym don't realize. They don't have that spiritual connectedness to the universe and to use the forces of the universe in their physical training, which I know I did that because I had some very spiritual moments that I didn't realize were just that. So that being said, that thing sticks with you because it's in your mind, your body, and your soul, that real strength. You know what I mean? It goes beyond. I mean, I would probably injure myself if I wanted to just jump down and do something right now. Of course, you got to train up to that. But my strength in my mind and my heart and my spirit is so strong. The determination is so strong. It's a force of nature. And I'm not pushing. It's not like, oh, I got to try to keep up. I'm pushing. Sometimes I wear myself down because the thing that's inside of me is so powerful, my body can't keep up. And that's the way it's always been. You see what I mean?
Right. That's right, because you know this is a vessel, but on top of it, where a lot of people that work out now, they're doing it for show and tell.
Right.
You're
See,
doing it for show and tell. You're trying to be cute.
Yeah.
Nonsense to make this, that, and the other happen, so someone can look at you and think, "Holy smoke!" But then the average Joe will throw you out on your ass like you were gone.
Exactly.
Okay, I guarantee you, there's no average Joe or nobody else that's literally going to throw. You better be high powered to throw you personally on your ass. No, I'm being honest. You're super strong. I know that for a fact. And it's not about only just people like strong. The bad thing is, I wish we could do these kind of talks in front of like 5 people.
Well, no, we're going to do that. I mean, whenever you're ready to, or even in person, yes, we'll do that. I was thinking about that.
The bottom line is, as much as we, like we're just talking and we're going through things right now, and we're talking about different subjects here and there and everywhere. But my whole thing is, when you're in front of people and you can prove your point, and it's not like the physical, like we were just talking about,
right?
Those kind of things touch me more.
Yes.
Because when I'm right in front of you, it's not a joke.
That's right.
There's nothing in between it. Anybody can hear this or hear a recording or say this, that, and the other.
Right.
And, you have to. Like I said, that's one thing I like about if we're live and if someone chimes in and they say, hey, this, that, and the other, this is so-and-so, and this, that, and the other, and you have your opinion, and we can match, and then I'll show you or I'll let you know.
Well, we'll do just that, honestly, because there's several places here in Orlando and beyond, venues, smaller places. I'm not saying that was just going to be small, but just to start out, that are right in the different neighborhoods. You pick a neighborhood. I know of places, and I know of more places through the people that I'm connected with, and we'll set something up. And it's dirt cheap. It's just like, listen, just show up. We'll set it up. I'll advertise it. Matter of fact, I get some of the young fellas and young ladies that come on in, and I'll put the word out for the people who are influential, and they will show up. I have my wife cook up some wonderful food, lay at a table like a buffet, a whole lot of food, good stuff, and we'll get that interest started. We'll live stream it also for the people who want to watch it, and we'll record it right there so we can have them have a copy when they leave their email address. So no, that's because the thing is, as much like I said, I need people to know. So people, us and people in general, but everybody needs to start coming to a realization of what the hell's really going on, what you're really doing. Nobody has anything to ask me or say anything to me right now. But when you do, I have what you need and when you need it. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I like to see people. I like to talk. I like to show.
It gives you more.
Yeah, because
you draw strength from them.
Yeah, because the thing is, people don't realize stuff until it's in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm in front of you, now there's no dispute of this. You can say whatever you need, but guess what? I'm going to tell you this, and then we're going to smooth it out, and you're going to see what's actually on the bread. What's actually on the bread? There's nothing. You don't have to stack a sandwich to make it delicious. You have to put the right ingredients in it. And people don't realize that. No, seriously. People don't realize, the bigger the sandwich or the more extravagant this, that, and the other is going to be so-and-so. No, you're just eating a big-ass sandwich full of everything. I want you to have exactly what you need on that sandwich. And it'll be nice and it's delicious. I want you to eat what you're supposed to eat. You know, like they talk about Jesus and the bread. He wanted 2 fish in the bread or whatever. Okay, everybody knows that's not realistic. Whereas I can't say that because everybody doesn't because they claim that really
They're going to get you. They're going to get you.
Hey, come on. No, seriously. You know, my whole thing is come and get me. Come and get me.
I know. I know.
Care. I really don't care. Come and get me. Because the bottom line is use the right side of your brain and maybe you'll figure that one out.
Exactly.
No, seriously, because remember what bread does in your stomach. It fills you up. And remember what fish is. And what fish is a brain food. So that tells you what the fish and the bread is.
Mm-hmm.
Fish is a brain food, supposedly. But seriously, if you eat fish, like the correct fish, it's a brain food. Bread.
Just like beef is good for you because of the protein.
Beef, that's not realistic.
No, I know. Yeah. But, you know, man made his little food pyramid and we followed it, not me.
Yeah, exactly.
It jacked everybody up. Now they changed it now.
Calcium.
Exactly. Milk. Don't even absorb it.
Exactly. That doesn't have nothing to do with you. You shouldn't even be drinking no stupid milk.
Exactly. And, of another species as an adult. Yeah, you're not supposed to stay on the breast too long after.
Make sure to check out the boldest blog at LanceScurv.com and follow Scurv on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube under LanceScurv.